Thank you, baby.
Tomorrow we coming. The next day we coming. So we coming. Then cross the weekend. We get one money to Central again. When they come over there, we are on the day. We tell you, they see that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we want to take this time to welcome all of you this evening. This is RDTV live here with me tonight. We have the Fancy Dakla with me, who is going to be co-hosting me tonight to discuss on the issue. If you look on the screen over there, there is a topic that we're going to be discussing about tonight. The former football player star James Salinsa Debbah, clean drainer in District Number 9, Montserrado County. And we have a question that follows those things that we're going to be talking about tonight. We welcome all of you. This is RDTV. I want to take this time to welcome all of you. My name is Ambassador Roosevelt as a usual host. And those of you out there, you can follow RDTV on YouTube and also share the page and follow the broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we are going to be listening to some music from the background. And usually this is what we do. And I want you to be able to be a part of what we're going to be doing this evening.
We need to go back on the second we want to pass around. Y'all go back on the second
we ask you to share this video and response whatever you are saying.
You like to us, say you want great life. You want big darkness, fake oppositions. When black people in the world want to make it, want to let child. Whoever made that time, want to make must calm that day you said that I'm sure I'm making you say I don't count if I ever don't make up count. Don't make up count. You phone not MI, don't make up count. Don't make up count. You don't want to sweat, you don't want to sweat. If I can't want to sweat, you don't want to sweat. You want to smell it. Yeah, I want to smell it. Don't say you're the life when I'm so scared. Don't fall for them, minute I'm so scared. You're so red for people. You see the light, they say it will break. You see the
I want to welcome I want you to comment if the sound is okay. Then we can say yes. something is not right, let me know. So we can find out the conversation. Yeah, I'm doing right tonight. Let me know if the sound is good. Those of you watching, I'm seeing Moses Dennis all the way from let me know if the sound is okay. We can work on that. Everything is
the first time we kill with defense the system, you are the last, you the best man. Yoga. But now we come in with
welcome all of you. This is our DJ. We want to welcome all of you. We want to welcome you. This is
when black people in the time, wanna make it, wanna let time. To have a midnight, and wanna make us stand up. Ready. After you said that I'm trying to play, I'm making you say, that I will stand up. If I am wrong, nothing but stand up. Nothing but stand up. You're a phone or a riot, nothing but stand up. Nothing but stand up. It's not my rod, I'm good carrying. We know that's what you do. We know you have a contact up, that's good carrying. We know that's what you do. It's not what I want. Let's
all right, ladies and gentlemen, this is RDTV. I want to take this time to welcome all of you on this day tonight. I'm getting messages that says the audio is not right. The audio is bad. Okay, thank you so much for making that recommendation. We are working on the platform. We want it to be very professional. We are trying to work on it. That's why we keep coming. Everything we're doing is still in the process of let me just say learning process. We are trying to get there, guys. Everything will be okay. So we apologize tonight for everything that's going to go wrong, and we're still doing it until we can get everything set out on this platform. Tonight we are actually going to be discussing some serious issue here. I don't know what I'm not getting this. What I put on the screen is not showing. Probably I didn't save this issue, but we will try to do that. Good evening, Alfonso Dagla.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Dan, and good evening to our followers.
Okay, I know everything is okay. I'm seeing you actually dressed professionally tonight. I know now that you are ready to educate our platform tonight, our listeners, our guests, and everything tonight. How was your day so far, guy? How was the day? How was the day so far?
Uh,
Tell me a little
my
bit. How you begin
my
the
day
day and how you end it today?
my day was incorporated with work, and I had a lot of engagement. And you and I was the moment I get out, it was when we started talking on the phone, and I got home. I was able to refresh myself, get one or two things done. But it was good. It was we started basic this morning, and during the afternoon things started to go slow, and at least, but it was great. It was a great time today. The interactions, the details, and I mean it was wonderful. And I appreciate God for giving us the strength, giving me the strength to go through what I went through today.
All right, Mr. Alfonso Dagla, are you hearing me?
Yeah, you are clear. You are loud and clear. You,
Okay.
you just want the listener
Our
to
top,
know.
our topic tonight is based on the gentleman that you are seeing there with a shovel. Are you seeing him on the screen? Are you seeing him clearly?
Yeah, that is James Debbah, right?
Yeah, that is James Salinsa Debbah. This is the man, the most
Uh,
celebrated football star in Liberia. And
yeah.
he's the one that our discussion tonight is centered around.
Hmm.
We literally saw him today in the community of District Number 9 in Montserrado County.
Hmm.
Uh, the picture can speak for itself. He dealt with a shovel trying to clean out the drainage or the water, whatever it is somebody may call it. So our question tonight is based on politicians. And we see former player football, former Liberia football star James Salinsa Debbah claim of doing it in District Number 8, Montserrado County. And our question tonight is this: when should we, as a human being, contribute to our community? When do we get support to our people? Is it only when we are thinking about politics or when we are about to seek job from government? What you make of the Dave former football player as you are seeing on the screen?
Uh, Thank you so much, Mr. Dan. And I'd like to say, what interesting topic is it tonight that we will be discussing. Thank you so much for the time and opportunity. And I'd like to say thanks to our listeners, our analysts out there, because these are people that always go after the truth. I have my SI, my sister-in-law there, Elena Flomo. I'd like to say you are welcome. And Mr. Dan, you see, Jean Salisa Debbah, he contributed to our country. Granted, he
Right.
played and he was noted as the celebrated star. And for every time during the time of game, if James Debbah is not on the field, uh, people always have the fear that Lone Star will face difficulties in winning that match.
Right.
We understand that we gave him all of those courtesies, and we recognize whatever that he did.
And first, we are not cutting you. We ask our follower to please help us share the video. Please follow RDTV. This is our own platform. You are part of this, what we are doing. Share the video and follow the link. Go ahead.
Yeah. So if you could see if you saw Debbah on the field, Debbah did well. He played his best. And I really used to admire James Salisa Debbah with George Weah on the field of play. But where I had a little problem with James Debbah was when he decided to go against his own teammate, when he decided to condemn His Excellency George Manuel Weah. At the time, he was opponent on the field of play, And he said George Weah never had the credential, he never had the capacity like that of to a standard. He's not sophisticated to steer the affair or to become a president of Liberia. And for that reason, George Weah was pulled all over. I mean, James Debbah was from radio station to radio station, trying to bring down his own brother, tear his brother apart, George Manuel Weah. And all these criticisms, it was taken by George Weah, and he went and furthered his education. Now, if James Debbah want to be a representative, my question to James Debbah is he qualified or has he acquired that education, that knowledge? Because the house is not a joke. A house is not a play that you go to play. You can't just take anyone who does not have those representations, who does not have human orientation, to place them in the house to go and make law. We already faced with challenges in that particular lower house. There are a lot of people in the lower house, in the House of Representatives, who are not to the tax, and they are being paid by taxpayer money. We are thinking, how can we get rid of these people? And we can be fighting to get rid of people who are not sophisticated or up to the tax to enact law. So for that reason, we cannot see our country trying to incorporate more people into the House of Representatives simply because you've been once a celebrity. No, that is not the issue. If that was the issue, then all the celebrities in America are supposed to be represented. They're supposed to be running to Congress. You have Nick Cannon, you have Jay-Z. These people, they are very popular. They can contest in any election and they win. So the issue of James Debbah and wanting to be a representative, I believe that he's trying to look at the lifestyle of George Weah. Weah have been a leader. Let's understand this. George Manuel Weah have been a leader. He managed a national team when there was no government in the country. He managed a national team when the country was at war, when everything was dead in Liberia. The only pride that we had was the Lone Star, and that Lone Star was the breath and the hope that Liberia had. And that particular hope was managed by George Weah. He put his time into it. He put his resources into it. Unlike for James Debbah, who on many occasions requested for payment, requested for money. Sometimes Debbah will sit on the fee and say he's not leaving the fee because the country should pay him for his air ticket that he bought. Look, let us not take Liberia to be a joke. James Debbah is a bastard man, but like I tell people, I don't give my support to people based on tribal line. Not because you are a bastard man, then that means I should support you. No. You can be from different perspectives. You can be from a different tribe. Once you have the sophistications, once I see you and I see the ability and potential in you to serve in that capacity, I'm going to support you. When it comes to leadership, it's not on the basis of relatives. It's not on the basis of tribal line. It's on the basis of what you believe that this person is able to deliver. So I'm very much surprised to see Debbah today coming in Liberia, identifying with young people, cleaning dirt from drainage. A James Debbah who will come to Liberia and no one lay eyes on him. A James Debbah that will come to Liberia and who doesn't want to identify with people that he grew up with. Look, James Debbah should even be like a senator for Grand Bassa. But you know the reason why? Even in the country that he's from, the people of Grand Bassa, they don't even know who they call James Debbah because he has not made any indelible mark in that particular country. So being or contesting for a representative seat is not because I live in the district and I have to. Not because I've had popularity, I have to. No, you should have the technical know-how. And my question is, what is the agenda? What is the platform that James Debbah have developed or created to run as a representative? Because we are not looking for any novice, any neophyte that will go into that house to cause a problem for us, Mr. Dan.
All right, Mr. Alfonso Dagla, thank you so much. It's just the opening statement, but you went beyond my expectation. But it's okay to threaten to at least to be able to reach our every corner. So we bring in more questions to ask you. But I think actually what have been some of James Debbah contribution in Liberia since he was a football player? Have you done this before? What we saw today, have you done this before? Let me get a picture right on the screen. Have you done this before?
I never saw James Debbah I never saw him identifying with people before coming out to clean a drainage. I never saw James Debbah identifying with people. Even during the time of the disarmament, when we came and was helping in the disarmament process, going in Gorage, trying to talk to rebels, I never saw Debbah. I thought Debbah was not even coming to Liberia. I thought Debbah would live in the diaspora, in the different country, and get old and die like other people who can leave their country and never go back. That's how I thought Debbah was going to be. So Debbah had never identified with community initiative. He had never identified with young people. He had never supported any program that have promoted young people. So if to see him doing this, it is a surprise. People would take this to be a joke. People would take this to be a joke.
Is it actually during election time that we realize how to help our people in our country? Do we just have to wait completely until when the election is approaching before people get to know what we can do for them?
You just nailed you just hit the nail on the head, Mr. Dan. For other country, before you are given the opportunity to serve, if you are given the opportunity to serve in a capacity, they want to see your mark. They want to see what you have done. They want to see your variables. They won't just take leadership because why do you think that people go for job and they want to know your experience? They want to know if you merit that particular position.
Right.
But there for Liberia, anyone can come from any blue sky. Look, that is the kind of, the society that people never created. And today we are faced with this demand that we're seeing all over the places. That even people will just come from the diaspora who have lived their life, who never thought of the people, who never identified with the people. They were in the diaspora, going on vacation, riding first class plane, sleeping in the luxurious hotel. They never thought that they had a country called Liberia. Until when they retire, then they come to Liberia and they want to take state power. It's very honest. It's unacceptable, and it is an act of corruption. You want to corrupt the people in what you never sow. You want to reap what you never sow. So if you live in the diaspora for over 20 years and you could not take phone to talk to one or two person, or people could not come out to testify about what you did, the kind of positive impartation that you made in their lives, and you spend over 20 years, 15 years, 30 years, only to come back to your country after you have retired, and you say you want to be representative. So the thing is just common for anyone to just look between the line that this person is not really serious, that this person means no business. They got a parable. They say, don't fall in trouble before you make friends. Make friends, create friends. Even the mad people, make friends with them. Because tomorrow, when you fall in trouble, the friends that you created, they will see you and they will help you to get you out of that trouble. So Debbah never created those kind of system for himself. He never created that kind of friendship. Debbah is a very selfish man. Let me tell you this, Mr. Dan. Debbah is very selfish. Debbah played football. Debbah made money. What did Debbah do with money? He squandered all his money. He was dressing, going and having the best of fun, comparing himself with people that you don't even need to compare with. So you cannot lavish everything, and the country never benefited anything for you except for the skill, your contribution where you play the football.
This is what all Liberians will want to say. Debbah played for the country. Debbah was one of the most celebrated stars according to record, and one of the other people, journalists, have been talking about those things. So why will other Liberians say that, oh, this man celebrated, in fact, he played for this country, whatever it is, we are willing now to support him? What would be the how will you react to that? To other Liberians who will say that he was once our player, we want to support him as well as we supported President Weah.
Mr. Dan, let me just be frank with you. The reason why the people elected George Weah, it was not because he was a footballer. The people elected George Weah because Opon built an empire. He built a relationship with the people. George Weah was always with his people. During the war, George Weah was with his people. When they were on display camp, George Weah visited his people. At the time, he wasn't a president. He was not even thinking of becoming president. So the election of George Weah was not on the basis of football. There were other people that played football more than George Weah, and they played on the Lone Star team. There were other people that need rings before George Weah came into the picture. So if someone said that George Weah won election because he played football, then it means all the footballers, all those that were on the Lone Star team, supposed to contest in all these elections to win. So he didn't win election because he was a footballer. At the time George Weah was playing football, if George Weah was selfish and not building a relationship with his people, he won't have the popularity that he has today. He was never going to have the popularity. George Weah had a club in every community. He had a good guys association. In Lockington, George Weah identified with the small town, the singing group. George Weah had a football club, GM Professional. George Weah had different groups in different communities that he always identified with. For every time George Weah came down to Liberia, George Weah was always with his people. He was not a selfish person. So if James Debbah would think that George Weah won presidency based on his football career, then that's a mirage. Then he misleading himself. Because George Weah, who is the president, His Excellency, won the election in Liberia overwhelmingly based on the relationship that he created with the people. So Debbah had never created such a relationship. Debbah had never identified with the people at all. Debbah had never one day created a group, an organization. The president had King's FM. King's FM, and people were working. He was not a president. Let me tell you this, Mr. Dan. If we start to name the kind of contribution that His Excellency George Weah had made to Liberia, we have not paid him yet. By giving him the presidency, it's not enough, because the sacrifice that this man made for Liberia is something that is so numerous, uncountable to the extent that his story will continue to come. Even the day God called him, you will hear more of what this young man have done for Liberia. And James Debbah is not in the picture of that. So he shouldn't think that because he played football. If that was so, then we'll bring Prince Dayton to be representative. We'll bring George Jibo. We'll bring the other players that play for Lone Star.
So, Mr. Douglas, my problem now with this picture that I'm seeing on the screen is not so embarrassing to me that people always, because I usually talk about this thing on my platform over and over, that people will wait until when the election is approaching, and then they are coming to identify themselves with the people. Okay? We see that over and over again, many times. When the election times come in, you will see people, when you go to my hometown right now, you will see a pig that people dug before, that they said they wanted to run, to have the hand pump and have safe drinking water for our people. Up to now, those holes are there. And it was never completed. Okay? We see people when they talk about election, when they declare their intention that I want to do this, then they start coming to do something. Do you think we able to recognize and at least value what they are talking about or what they want to do? Or is it that I'm giving you giving something back? How can we reconcile with this issue?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Dan. But the thing is just simple. It's simple. Oh, hold on. It's simple. You see, the first thing that people should be asking James Debbah is, what is your platform? What is your agenda?
Right.
Mr. Dan, we need to clean that house. We need to clean the lower house and the upper house. And you can be cleaning and at the same time messing the place up. There are a lot of areas that James Debbah can serve. If James Debbah want to serve an area, let him contact some of us who will actually will tell him where to serve. You got an elephant. You got an elephant right there. You can serve in that area. Because there where you are school, you got a Ministry of Youth and Sport. They got programs. So what you never did for the people, what do you think that will convince the people that you will be able to do for them when they gave you a representative seat? Things that you could not have done over the years, you couldn't do over the time that you were playing football. They got a parable to say, when the rain fall, the heavy rain that fall never fill the bucket. Then that just the dew that you will set bucket on to get that bucket filled, you wasting your time. At the time, James Debbah was at his best.
Right.
Look, Debbah is a very mean man. I shouldn't lie to you. Most of the players.
Is it true that I keep hearing this rumor all the time that the Barcelona are very mean people? Is that true?
No, I disagree with that.
Are you sure?
I'm sure because I carry Barca blood runs in me, and there are people that are hurt, and I never lay out on them. Mr. Dan, you know why? Let me share this story with you. You know, my year at the AME University, you know that those that pay my school fee, I never lay eyes on them. All the years that I spent, the 4 years that I spent at AME, the scholarship that I had at AME, nobody, those who paid my sponsor, I never saw them. I never lay eye on them. So if I decide to help people, I don't have to know you. All tribe got mean people. They got mean. All tribe has mean people. They got mean.
I like that answer. Yeah, I like that.
They got mean people.
Every they have some bad people, good people, mean people. Very yes. It just makes up. Yes.
So if you are unfortunate to come across the bad person from that particular tribe, you'll think that all the tribes are like that. You know? So it just depends. You just pray to come across the right people. If you came in America and you met an American, a wicked American, and that American treated you to the worst, you will think that all Americans are just mean. No, it's not that. They got very good people in society. So Bassa people, they are very nice people. They are very good. Mr. Dan, let me tell you this. Bassa people, they like stranger. When you enter into a Bassa town and you are a stranger, they welcome you. They embrace you. Debbah just has a own lifestyle. That just a own style in him. He's just selfish, that all. But that got nothing to do with a Bassa man or whatever it is.
Okay, Lord talk a little bit about his service in the community today. Do you actually think this is the right service, or it came at the right time, or is it meant because he has some ambition now? That's why he coming to do this and show himself to the public that he been identify himself with the community?
You see, Mr. Dan, if the child who comes to live, the child that come to live, you will tell from the stood. I say this to say, James Debbah, while I see the kind of outfit I see him, the clothes that I see him wearing, it doesn't, it's not encouraging. It doesn't move me. It shows that he's not serious.
Well, why he say so?
Because
the clothes that the man wear, it doesn't determine what the man going to do for the people.
Mr. Dan, when you see a military man, you will know that he is a military man. No man that in fatigue, like he's a military man, but he wearing civilian clothes, you won't tell that man is a military man. So there is an initiative about a cleaning up campaign where you see the other guy in the water there trying to take the dirt out. If James Debbah rather mean well and serious, James Debbah will be in a booth. If we are in a booth.
You are very smart guy, because somebody who is going to do this kind of a job, you cannot be in that kind of expensive slinger. Okay?
Yeah.
It just meant I've been looking at the freeway and I wanted to see if you also looking at that too.
Mr. Dan, I see the brother there.
There are a lot of fake people we're going to start seeing coming on again. Election time is approaching. Okay, go ahead a little bit, because I thought you were not actually looking at the freeway, but it's clearly saying that other people will go and tell, oh, is that the way somebody who is going to breast swamp? Is that the way the men supposed to dress?
When you see a pape in the village, they take their pound one gather and their collars, and when they rope on their neck, you know that they're going to the pound one tree. So you see, character, your behavior can make people attracted and make people to be convinced that you mean well for whatever you are doing. So apart from the shoes, if you watch the video, it's just the picture. If you watch the video, you will see within the video that it was just a scene that was captured.
Yeah,
it's just a scene that be doing this.
I never had time to upload all the little video clip, but probably I will show it from the phone. We can see it later on to see, you know, it's just something fake. Okay, guys, people should not take advantage of the condition our people in. Okay, how long have we seen this gentleman in Liberia? He was one of the best. And let me just say, they say he's the most celebrated football star in Liberia. Why up to now he cannot even have a own? Does he have any football or club that he managed?
Mr. Dan, if Debbah had that, I don't know. I never play third division football, right? But I have a football club. I have a football club. You see, let me say this to you. President George Manneh Weah will continue to be blessed, no matter what. Because do you know how many people pray for that young man on a daily basis? Mr. Dan, the best way to live with people, not training army and bringing army people around you. You see, let me just shift, even though it's not a discussion, let me just shift a little bit. You know why Helen was afraid and she prayed and appealed with Omil to stay in Liberia so that her 12 years can finish?
No.
And right after her 12 years, she told Omil to leave, and that never even moved George Weah. Is because they kind of left that she lived with the people.
Right.
The things that she did to other leaders, the way she attacked and treated other leaders, her engagement in politics, she was so, uncontrollable when it came to that of other leaders. So she had a fear that now that I'm president, the same thing that I did to other people, they might want to do it to me. And she appealed to Omil to stay in Liberia. But you see His Excellency George Manneh Weah, I'm coming. You see His Excellency George Manneh Weah, when Omil was leaving, George Weah never panicked because George Weah had created his own security for his people. So he doesn't have to worry and he doesn't have to fear who will harm him or who will destroy him.
Yeah,
He doesn't have to worry. He doesn't have to worry about security.
Right.
So today we have a leadership that he has no security to worry over, and he can move wherever he wants to move. You have to make a security for yourself. You have to create a security for yourself. The way you live with people, the way you interact with people, the service that you run out to people, it will speak for you tomorrow. Your life speak volume. If Debbah have created a life for himself to speak for him, Debbah will not even be today water side cleaning this place. The moment he come and say, I want to be this, the people will vote for him. He doesn't have to do. You saw when people were running all over having debate. You saw George Weah going for any debate, and he still won the election because at the time George Weah did his debate when we were fighting war. That was his debate. His debate was when he was going to the display camp. His debate was when he was managing the Liberia Lone Star. That was the debate.
Let me come here, Fonso. I actually reason with you. Because if he had done well before, if he had played his card well, he wouldn't have been doing this. Okay? He wouldn't have been doing this. Because doing this, it doesn't show anything that you're able to take us to the time that we want us to go. Because you should have done it by yourself before. You don't need to go in the swamp with the people, in the water with the people, to go stay there to clean up before they know that you are or humanitarian. No. We know when we see humanitarian, we know straight that you are humanitarian. You don't have necessarily have to go hold shovel and be putting stuff on the water before we know that you actually able to do it for the people. Where have you been all this time? Where have you been? Even when Muna Pino was represented in that district, have you ever organized youth to take them to the water side, to take them to the drainage, to open some of the places, to do some cleaning up campaign by yourself? Wouldn't it because you heard that Muna Pino is dead? Now we got vacant seat. You coming to hold shovel to tell us what? We are seeing a lot of deceptions. Lies are coming. People are going to fool our people again because of the advantage. So, first of tonight, what actually will you expect from the people from CPP when they call on the show tonight in regard to the picture that we are seeing? What you will be expecting for them to say? Is that the kind of Liberia they want to take over to change? Where they will see people who are acquired, that had some money before, have played with some money before. They never did anything for us. Now because their minds, they are empty and no money in their hand, they're coming down, they want power, state power. So they are coming to pretend that they are able to take care of our country. Is that the kind of people they want to work with? They are making noise that they want to come to take over this country. Why you think some of them will be saying tonight when we open the line to listen to some of them from the CPP side?
Yeah, cool question, Mr. Dan. The CPP members, if they call on this show tonight, they will never talk the way that I'm talking. They will not come out to condemn James Debbah. You know the reason why?
No.
They won't condemn James Debbah because the character and behavior that have been exhibited by James Debbah is the same character that is in their chairman, the party chairman, Alexander Cummings. When you look at the behavior of the character of James Debbah, is that of the same character of Alexander Cummings. So if they try to condemn James Debbah, they will be condemning Alexander Cummings. Because Alexander Cummings had the opportunity to help Liberia. Alexander Cummings had the opportunity to expand the Coca-Cola factory after Red Light. Alexander Cummings had the opportunity to build another Coca-Cola factory in the southeastern area. Alexander Cummings came as far as Nigeria, and they had people, Liberians, they were refugees in Nigeria. Alexander Cummings came in Nigeria. He never visited any Liberian or any refugee camp. Alexander Cummings was enjoying and merrymaking himself. And until when Alexander Cummings retired, and he's not working, because that's what they always do. They take Liberia to be a place where they will gamble. I already retired. I have lived the life that I wanted. Let me go and use these people. So the CPP, I don't expect, except for those CPP members that will be objective. But when they call in the show, they will tell you that everything got time. The first thing they will start telling you, what did George Weah do? But the thing that George Weah did, they are uncountable. Mm-hmm. They are very, very uncountable. Numerous of things. Some things are untold. So I don't expect the CPP member to come here and speak or talk to the issues the way we are discussing it. They will be very contrary to the issues, mm-hmm. and they won't speak the way that we are speaking.
Okay, Mr. Dakla, is it that all of our staff, our top players, single and everything like that in Liberia, is it that we had to reward all of them with government position? Is it what you think we should do to reward everyone with government position or government job?
It's just simple, Mr. Dan. When you look at celebrities,
I say I want to start playing football now. I want to start playing football. I want to start playing football now so I can make me another government official tomorrow. Yes, I will do that. So when I go, Montserrado, you'll make me senator to at least. Let me start doing something. Let me start playing at least. No, but I have started it already. I'm a deacon now, okay? I'm a deacon. So when I go to Liberia, y'all make me.
But Mr. Dan, you are already a celebrity.
No,
you're already a celebrity.
Okay,
one, Mr. Dan, do you know there are people? Let me say this to you, Mr. Dan. People who are envious of you are people who wish to be you. Being that they can't be you, that's why they are envious of you.
Right.
Are you getting me?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Dan, am I clear?
We're hearing you. You are live on the show, except for the people that are hearing us. You are live. I'm hearing you.
Okay.
You are live.
Like I was saying.
Yes. Alfonso, you are live. Except maybe from your side, but I'm hearing you. Let me listen to you on the show.
Because I lost the program now. Let me see.
Okay, try to make yourself connected. I'll bring you back. I'll bring you back. Guys, this is the gentleman that we are seeing over there. Salinsa Debbah, James Salinsa Debbah. The most football player and celebrated football player in Liberia, according to journalist report. I don't know whether he was this most celebrated football player. I don't know. But according to story, he's the most celebrated player according to them. This is the man that you are seeing today because he declared his intention. He want to run. Okay? He want to run to be the next representative in district number 9. The seat that was left vacant due to the death of the former representative Muna Youngblood Penna. Yeah, people say they're hearing me. I don't know why Alfonso is saying this. He is now here with a group in district number 9 trying to clean up or drain it. He's already working. You can see the picture over there. The picture speaks volume for itself. Is it the kind of leadership we're looking for in Liberia? Or are we looking for people who will come to joke, to be a joker, people who will come to fool us? Or are we looking for people who actually plan to be a leader? Because when you plan to do something, you have to start working for that thing for a very long time before you can get it. You don't just jump out one morning and say that you want to be this person. You have to work towards it. Okay? Is it because today, Mr. Debbah had decided to run as representative to contest, so he coming to organize you to go and do cleaning up for him? Have he done this before? That is our question tonight. When we open the line, this is what we will be expecting you to answer question on. Okay? Do we have to actually play in our mind that we want to do this before we start thinking about doing something for our people? When do we start helping our people? Okay? When do we start helping our people? When do we start helping our people? Do we start helping our people when we actually need something from them? Do we have to wait until certain time reach that we need something desperately before we recognize what our people need? When should we help our people? Hold on. Hold on. Hello? Hold on. Alfonso, work on your phone. I will bring you back. I will bring you back. When do we actually have to start helping our people? Do we have to wait when we think of running as representative before we start doing those things? For me, the picture that I'm seeing from James Debbah is just a joke. He's joking with the Liberian people. He played fun with the Liberian people. So let's take our music right here while we I try to get my colleague back on the line.
That's a black 20. It's a black 20. See? go back on this Sakimo tree. People of Montserrado, your left go back on the Sakimo tree. Fellow Physicians, Mohammed, feed and giant. Complete popo, with your story. You like the boss, say you want to like. You want big darkness. Fake opposition. We're black people in the night. Mohammed, you want to giant. You have a midnight and Mohammed must scandal. That day you said that I'm sure play oh. I'm taking you said that I was down. If I ever don't become down. Don't become down. You were phone or ever don't become down. Yes, he did like they say it would bring. Yes, he is already they promise to share. That's so sad. If I not go school in this country, if I not go hospital in this country, if I not go in this country, if I go to preach in this country. Father Rabbi, speaking, spare your Rabbi. The ones that are coming up, nothing to love, never know one day, coming up, yes, you feel us. It's not like we know that we know about the top who we carry. We know that the first time we kill a defend the system, you are the last, you the best man. Yoga. But now we coming with that attacking system. The tribute jam that won't contribute jam. People gotta carry the financial. You get it. Now you want something else. Now you want to do. Now you want to answer. It's not a now. You will get what's up on sweat. Get what's up on sweat. If I get what's up on sweat, get what's up on sweat. If I get what's up on sweat, get what's up on sweat. When black people in the night, what I make them, what I let time. You have a midnight and what I make must scandal. After you said that I'm sure I play, oh, I'm making you say that I was scandal. If I am wrong, nothing but scandal. Nothing but scandal. You were born or ever, nothing but scandal. Nothing but scandal. It's not like right who we carry. We know that we know about the top who we carry. We know that it's never not let's
All right, guys, welcome again. We are here. Everything is okay. We now officially open the line. You can make your call. Look at the bottom of the screen, and you can call on any of the number that you are seeing. We got WhatsApp number. We got direct call. You can also call on Messenger on my Facebook page. I will still take you to hear from you this evening. The person that you were seeing on the screen is former football player of Liberia. His name is James Salinsa Debbah. Is according to story or record, he's world wonder. He's a most celebrated player of Liberia. Now, because he had declared his intention to run as representative in district number 8, Montserrado County. Now he's seeing this young gentleman with the youth today in Montreal, cleaning or draining in district number 9. Why you make of this? When should we do this? When should we think about our people? When should we contribute to our community? Is it the time that we are making our mind to go to government job? When do we do that? The line is open. We want to hear from you. Why you make of this our former player contribution now in our society? Why you make of him? Is this how we're supposed to do things? I want to hear from you. The line is open. Alfonso, I don't know if I cannot get you through. You can call me back on the cell phone, or if I on the any other line you're able to call on this evening. You can do that. I lost you. I don't know what was happening. Let me know if you're hearing me, or if there's anything going on that you're not hearing us. I think there was some problem back there. You let me know, we can work on it. But now we are officially opening now. We want you to call to tell us what is happening. What is happening? Now take our 5 caller. Vanny is calling all the way from New York City. Vanny, how are you, Vanny? Vanny, how are you?
I'm good. How yourself?
I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah. I know tonight a special edition.
Yeah, but you can come in with anything. We are talking about Salinsa Debbah tonight.
Now I say tonight is a good night.
It's a special edition. That's right.
Yeah.
It's a special edition. We are saying one of our football or staff in Liberia. It seemed today with boys cleaning up drilling. Is that the right way to go? How have you done this before?
Well, thank you very much for the show tonight, and I want to say thanks to Alfonso that we over there tonight. Let me tell you something. I live in New York. Debbah got a history here. Debbah, we are the all of them used to be where I live today, Staten Island. We had a house here before. And people got a story or negative story about James Debbah. The story goes like this. There's a bridge that we cross here to go to the city. The Montserrado bridge. Debbah always had a marriage. According to people. They used to take that out, they go to the city, Manhattan to hang out. Whenever they're coming back, they have to pay too.
Mm-hmm.
Because you only want to spend 1 hour, you can always act like you're sleeping. And then it's bashful.
Right.
Because you don't want to spend that money. I just give you a little story about Debbah.
Mm-hmm.
There were 2 towns named. One, right in front of LBD out there on Rana Street. One of Debbah's best friend from childhood time. This guy working with LBD, I don't think he knew the man working with LBD. Diva walking to Western Union, and this man saw Diva and said, "Oh Jimmy, Diva was like, don't follow me, like jump to the car, don't follow me, I'm not here."
Wow.
And the man felt shame. The man told Diva, he said, "Diva, I work, I make money, I've been seeing you for long. That's why I decided to speak to you. I don't want anything for you." And Diva walked away with pride and dignity. I'll tell you something. Diva used to come on our street to Echo Bank, to West, to FBDR. Nobody will follow that guy because of his meanness. Not me, man. Yeah. And to see what Diva, or whatever, talking about his British. If I was living out this way, I would vote for me. But not Diva. For me, I've been there, he's been cleaning up, he's been doing stuff. How will you come from the glass side? Because you want to protest, now you want to show. Let Diva show us. What have you done for one of two Liberians? Even doing our crisis, they Diva go to look, gravity cannot help people. I don't have no history on that. For the night was I have no history on that. So that is section in Liberia, because they want state power. I hope now the Liberian eyes are open. You know what happened even the last election. No, they are not even stupid. When the president put it up because of the enchantment, that's what is not voting for. And whether we will not know, that's why we lost that election. So this time around, we got a person, which is some of us. He got it. Like he always said, he's a deliverable. He can show the deliverable. He can show what he has done. And they put no in our place. That Diva show up what he has done in Liberia. Then he show up one tangible. We can see it. So for him deceiving himself to grab you, how will you take shower and put it in water? You say you cleaning glass, you cleaning finish. Is that a way to lie to the people, to deceive people? Even you look at a man, you don't want for more to touch it. You gotta show him, you baby him, do all kind of nonsense.
It was so sad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If Diva said that you really wanted to be the man you wanted to portray essentially, you should have gone to get a report, found a report, and get prepared for the job. We live in America. When our mayor having a problem, when there's a disaster, you know what Obama came with? Hurricane Sandy. Obama was not in a suit. Obama was in a real gear for the terrorists because he was going to meet up with all kinds of things in the terrorists. You cannot be deceiving people. You gotta wear t-shirt. You gotta jeans, you gotta speak up.
Right.
And you talk about you clean it.
You clean it, drain it. Everything on you is neat.
Are you clean? Who you lying to? Who you lying to? Oh, I know you never went down nowhere. You wasting your time. Because even the little gallery he had, you could sell. How many people were there? Just few. So who want to go back out there? He got nothing to show up in Liberia. Nothing. That's why he's so against Georgia. That's why he went against Georgia all the time. The men are making a way for you to go to Europe. And the man you coming out, you won't pay. After somebody tell you good, you won't pay good for that. You think God will bless you? You're not wasting your time. This is even one of national. That's what they call a leader. Okay? You cannot be a leader when you just want something. You show up today, and then you want to prove that you can do something. That fiasco stuff, nobody's going to buy it, Eva. Go sit down somewhere. That's not the way you get a power. I really thank you for the show, and thank you for bringing this. Thank you for shining light on this one tonight. Because that's what our people are supposed to be doing. If we don't shine light on these things, the guy will get away with it. In the same way, this man came to power today. Darren DeLong, you were on Facebook, lie and give all kind of stuff. And they put out he was a real man.
I'll not put you on the call here, renew the call. I will take you.
They thought that he was the real deal. But look at the disgrace now. He lied all over the place. He collected money. He lied to us. He said he gave him money back to the country. If you give him money back to the country, leave it in the Ministry of Finance. Do not take it from finance and give it a few handful of people, and we can't see what they do with the money. It's going to give money back to the country. So, thank you for shining out light, because we did a mistake with the shine light on Darren DeLong. He won our election. So this time around, we are going the right way. Anybody that come with their fake thing, y'all that on the Facebook, you people that got a platform, they're showing to us. So we are also going to carry the news. Thank you very much tonight. And I say thank you. Continue the good job. And we see that things are falling into place. Even tonight again, our minister for us on TV, Minister Toy, he will fire up. He will fire up and wind that too. That's what we need. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Valley. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Mr. Alfonso Douglas.
Yeah, Mr. John.
Your line is really, really bad.
All right, back.
Okay, now just for you.
Thank you for the topic, Mr. The topic is so interesting. Oh my God. They put it here. It's one of the nine that now. Look at that. You might say you want to be representative for this kind of man. If let's say drinking water, you wet teacher would keep on your food. Now you can be when you drink water, you have community. But it's like fake. It's like a good out.
My man, stop that. That's a morning way of cleaning drinking. You have to be your white t-shirt, your white slinger, so you can go and do the cleaning well.
The thing is 40 jeans. Once you 40 hair or 40 hair clean, you have to have 40 hair can be. You will know you wear the clean. You go wear t-shirt with jeans on your neck.
That's a morning way of doing that. You have to do this.
They don't even put the carpet down here. They have one for major players down there. Look at this. The little coin that there was not he used to play on that ground feet when he was based in Liberia. Local base player.
Right.
We used to go back to the 8 years down there. So they came on time. I thought they were based back home. That particular James Debbah, people were talking about first time in the act when he came in, first time coming close to him. Because all that time was those time we used to go and see our professional player there, but you see Debbah and Monica to be high. So I was now rather than Mario, yes, to go Debbah down the speed and party. They were on the free for the party down there. So we went there, one of the expectations, yes, Debbah, your professional base now, I thought they were playing in France, and you were hot. want to put the Debbah on his feet and then waiting to see James and start Debbah. He can't actually on his feet. That I get you for the thing. So the local base, they call it down. I put it down really, but also going there with a football new knowing for him, but your local base there, well, the local base there. So that how the Debbah on his feet, the man on his feet, the best, funny way. The man on his feet, the paddle all over the paddle or over now, you know, Debbah was trying to move. So, what's the name? What's the name? After 8 years, there was that whole crowd. They run out of so kind of play toss, close the play toss. So they got into the team, the battle already back in the lead. So, one of the guy was there introduced, the guy was trying to introduce Debbah to that guy to be the devil. They go, team player, they want professional local players there. You want to tell me, I'm not your black, I'm not your black, don't play around me, I'm your black, they want 1 billion, don't for me here. You have a senior player. Someone days ago, professional player, they want to go professional player. You not even care around to that. I never care around to talk to the friend. The buyer said, man, I'm not here for that, I'm not here for that, not around me. But if you want for me, let's go for me here. That's about walk off. You want to get in a car and left. I felt bad. The reason why I felt bad because the guy got there was a very good football player. And we're expecting Debbah, you know, all of one was Debbah, at least beat the guy.
I need to encourage you a little bit and at least just a word of motivation.
That's all. Yes, I remember. You walk out of my first time. You've been coming close to Debbah into Ado. Yeah, you see me and yeah, you talking all the time when you see Debbah was still the same way. We didn't play, but when I get talking about first time, I hear Debbah open more talk to hear the voice very more. And I can't walk off. The man put a t-shirt on his shoulder, no shirt on here, put his shoulder, who's in here, he can put nobody in here, and you walk off. So all the time I hear about Debbah, I know you have good story about Debbah. I know you have good story about you. I always be hearing of negative story about Debbah, and I saw that for myself. That guy is 7 years. Me, and no one be able to do it, but I left politics. Politics, you all the opportunity to talk back to me. We used to talk to people that time coming here or more. Get the opportunity, we'll talk back to Debbah. The way you talk down to people in the past, we'll use the politics, we'll talk down to him. You will know what in our heart. They will run campaign against you or attitude that just doesn't know now. You deal with that district. Capital side. We get our friends, we get our relatives, we get our people in that district. We will talk to them. 7-10 men won't be leader for us. Your money being like, hey, they will not pay to be leader, you pay to be leader. And now you know, no person, we are taking on the time you are getting put in here, or any use against me, you used to be going on with that, but that is not many. All on that, to be going on to talk down to perform. You get all people negative on the radio, that night they won't be represented, why you won't be leader? But it is the opportunity we got to talk back to him, tell him attitude. We will talk to him, now you're talking to him, and creating a story, we'll talk on his character, we'll talk on his attitude. It's not fake to be a leader. It's not the national team. He never played no leadership role on the national team. So many people will come up for him. Don't be surprised. We'll not be surprised with the negative video up for him. There's the time people have been keeping things in their heart against the people saying when get to know. So thank you for the show. Salinsa, you're not going nowhere. Thank you, Mr. Dan, for having me.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. We have our other caller here. Jane Doyle, where are you calling from? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, how are you? All right, I'm calling from Atlanta.
Your name?
My name is Nyampu.
Okay, Nyampu. I saw you, but the name I appear on the phone, they said James Doyle, so it confusing me. Anyway, you are live on RDTV. What's your contribution tonight?
Oh, Mr. Khan, thank you so much for your great show as you call it for. Today when I saw that video of Debbah working, I just said to myself, if Debbah won't come into this race, then he comes and be real. You probably not drainage with the land, you know. We all live in a neighborhood that has drainage.
Mm-hmm.
So why was he shall work in English? And I people people just talk. What's the matter? Don't think. They speak well as people are wearing that. They speak well, they don't wear a work in English. So you better say you want to clean the English for the people. Because it's so dirty. So anyone eat power or clean, but don't eat power is dirty. Is that your dress code to work in English? I'm telling you, when you won't come up, you all know Diba has never been able to visit our society like that. We know it. He always been self-centered and himself for himself. So if you now want to come out, come on and be real. Don't pretend. That was a pretend over there today. He just pretending. He just pretending, but at least the Liberian people's eyes are opening. The Lord thank you so much for your serious day and night educating us and keep passing me messages on to our children and our nieces, our nephews, and the young generation. So open your eyes, shine your eyes, teach people and make anything teacher over there. Thank you for your show. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Yampo. Thank you. You are welcome on the show. And you can share the video and follow our DTV Live. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Alfonso, you got bad feeling, bad background tonight.
Yeah, Mr. Dan. So
Maybe you can call on the phone line.
Yeah, I think that would be better.
Yeah, thank you so much. Call on the phone line. Call on the phone line. Your line is actually bad. And those of you that want to contribute to this James Debbah issue tonight, Debbah rather, James Salinsa Debbah, you can look at the bottom of the screen. You will see the number, the thing like just going in circle like that or in line like that. That's a number over there to use to call. And again, when you look in the text messages, I look at, I also send the number. You can call on any of those numbers over there. One is WhatsApp number, and one is direct number you can call to make your contribution. This is what we are seeing from our brother, James Salinsa Debbah. Debbah was seen today cleaning or draining. And almost everybody that calling tonight, they are saying that it's not a proper way to be somebody to dress, to call, you know, in fact, to go and do some work like this. This is a dirty work. You can be in a white t-shirt, clean up with your real professional shoes or outgoing shoes. You come and say you want to work. We know when people are planning to work, we know them for true. But this seems to me like somebody's trying to just fake out things and try to make fool out of our people and ride on their maybe their condition and just get something that they're not supposed to get. But what actually he's trying to do? And almost people are calling, talking about the time he was playing football. Whenever he visits Liberia, he doesn't associate himself with people. He doesn't want many people to come around him to see him. And now you're getting to know the importance of people. You want to go and ask people to give him the support, now to be their representative. Those things can play on people. When you realize that you're supposed to do this, that he had not been doing it from the beginning, okay? The line is open. You can call and make your contribution. Because of Joria is in power, we will get a lot of wrong people, that Liberian people will take them to be their leader. Okay? A lot of wrong people will come in the power. A lot of wrong people will come and want to be the leader of their, in fact, our country. Because just for Joria, the hate people have for him. A lot of wrong people will come to power. Okay? We will see a lot of wrong people will come. Because, for example, right now, the people in the CPP, they could run and elect this man. They're not even going to be thinking about what have you done in Liberia since he's been playing football. Or from the time he started playing football. What was some of his contribution? Or what can he do? Even if he been given the opportunity today, what will he do? But because they do not want to see the need or hear the need, Joe, we are. So anybody that will be put up there from where camp, even if they cause them to take crazy men from the street to bring to run against that person who are in some respect for themselves, they will do it. That's not joke. They're going to do it. It's not easy. That's what I keep telling you. This is the war that we are fighting, political war. It may not be war that we will be fighting physically to hurt one another, but we are using, because of the hate, we're going to make bad decisions, bad choices for ourselves, and it's going to hurt our country for long, long, long time. Somebody who had the opportunity yesterday, he was playing football. He did not think of any of his friends. He did not think of anything to do in the country. But because of today, he want to become president. In fact, he want to become a government official. He's going to tell you, I want to run. Because you think that the person who is in power right now, he does not deserve to be there. He is the wrong person. So you're going to be going to grab any other person from in the street to bring them. Look at the image that you are saying tonight. It does not represent anybody who you can think he can be your true representation. He's just doing this so that he will show to you that he play on our mind to be very frank. How long the gentleman have lived in that community? And only today, he want to run for the by-election in District No. 9. He going to organize people to go do some cleaning up for him. It's been falling for itself. If you look at the video, or I had the video, but I was not able to upload the video to be able to show it to you on the screen, so you will be able to see what some of the things that they were saying. But if I look at the single picture they put, what was the background? Other people been working. What did he do from the beginning? What was some of the things that he did that you can tell me that this is what he was doing when the job was going on? But he just took the picture. You know, when you want some people, you want to fake people, you can do that. Okay, hold it. You can hold the shovel. Then they take your picture as if to say you are actually busy doing some work that are going to benefit our people. No, you cannot do that. Those things are belittled because we are talking about Jowea. We will see fake people to come, but we will continue to pick them one by one to talk about them. What have been some of their contribution in our country? Despite some of them, they went and reached to the top in life, but they did not manage themselves well. They did not manage their money well. Now they are all broke. They're coming by to use the need, the need that they made for themselves, the popularity. They are coming to play on our people's mind. We need to be very careful. I see some people, there are a lot of people who used to call on my show when we were talking about what was real contribution, what did we do when he was visiting the people in the Borimbora, right? Borimbora camp in Ghana. What was some of the things that you were doing? A lot of people used to call and say, yes. We used to see where we come there and be giving us 40 US dollars. Everybody that you're going to see, we will be in line, you're going to be sharing money on us. Those are the things we talk about. Okay? You should not wait until it is time for you to look for government position before you start thinking about doing things for your people. It will always be belated and people not going to count on you. They're not going to respect what you're doing. More especially when you have need, when you have the opportunity that you're supposed to do something and you did not do it. I'm not talking about local people down there that they are not have any opportunity, they are not doing anything. They can try their luck. But if you are reached to that top that you're supposed to do something and you did not do it, only today you want to come to us to give you the job so that you will be able to use our own money to say that you want to come to support us. Sometimes we're going to speak against those people. James Salinsa Debbah did not do well for us or did not do well for himself. Why should he come today to tell us that we should give him that opportunity? Simply because he played football. And not every football player we're going to make them leader in Liberia, except for few who play some important role in humanitarian or in humanity, try to help other poor people that were in need. But you cannot come and just today because you feel that this is the only opportunity you have, that you will see CPB will jump behind you. And I know some of them are afraid. They're not even going to call on the show tonight. I know many of them were watching. They are still watching me. But they will not be able to call to tell us that, oh, Dan, what you're saying is true. This man, the move that you take it right now, it's not a good move. Because you should have done something whereby to let us know that probably you were wanted to do those things. Is it because we are the president, all of them that are trying to try their luck? Or were they not thinking that maybe in the future, something will drop for them? My man, if you will be somebody in the future, you will know. You will start working towards that. Okay? You will start working towards that. The first thing we start doing is what? Preparing yourself. That while when daybreak, we tell our children, go to school. Take your book, go. Because you know you're preparing that person for the future. But you cannot wait at your elder age, then you start thinking about what you want to do in your life. No, it's going to be later. It's going to be late. We don't want to do that. We're not going to be supporting people in that way. I know many of you in the CPP, you will support James Debbah, maybe over the other people who have been there. Because of what? What you will want to show now is to try to put you on where? To challenge. I know you good. The CPP, I know you good. That's what you're going to do. To challenge, to put the two of them together. To put Debbah and we are together. Okay, don't put the two of them, they don't try. Who get his strength? No. When it comes to strength business, when it comes to who is more powerful, who had the numbers, who can do the tangible for the people, is weird. You cannot compare Debbah or Debbah with John Weir that we know. And I don't even know how far this guy play football in Liberia. Let us not forget about playing football, but we're talking about your personal contribution to the country. What were some of your contributions that you did for your people? That we can come on, that tomorrow we can call you and say, it is now time for you to come and serve us. We're supposed to be calling you, Jim, if you were somebody who had done something for our people. We were going to call you. You're not going to call yourself. We were going to call you and say, Jim, it is now your turn. Come and help your country. Everybody has to be given opportunity to serve their people. You served us before, but now it's time that we want to serve you. We want to know what were some of your contributions in the country that we didn't know, and you can come. It's not too late. Come and explain some of the things that you are did, or in fact you are done for our country, or you about to do. The election not ready, but holding shovel to go and push dive in the water there, it is not enough. It cannot convince me. Caller, good evening. Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling for the president who loves, man. My name is Henry. I'm calling from Philadelphia.
Okay, Henry, you want to see your uncle, right? This is your uncle. Look at him. He cleaning out drainage today because he want to become the next representative in district number 9. You don't know that number 9 is reserved specifically for CDC. He going to temper with that place.
You know, let me tell you something. You said it, and there's no need for people to come and challenge you. You said it, and that's the truth. This man never prepared himself. The man never prepared himself. When you see one example, let me show you. When the poor people go on the farm, they will tell you they from school, not on the farm. So God help them to break. They were preparing you. Where you sitting down? Hey, see where you sitting down?
Yes.
You see, we are We have to prepare by the people. Not only they got money, but we have to prepare. We have to battle. And for the battle, you tell who to grandma. Then the man told you, if you show one video for this man, then you said, I heard, you said the man say he was 17 years, he was still laying out in front of his grandma bed, right? Then I wrote. So, when you're not prepared, yourself, you go nowhere. You know, but the politicians, they look by all means. But this is not far sighted. You should just stay on the people. See, but for me, I don't even want to suggest that you're talking that, and nobody wants to tell them. But I know there's no plan in that. No plan. I just about you go back there. Because you start from the gospel and you stay right back to the gospel. You understand the English? But this man never went back there. When this man was just climbing the ladder, until the ladder break on us. What do you think going to happen? The man got no chance in that district. Like, just that the politicians packing people jail. They use a fool yake. The fool yake. And the control born in the 2 days. Hello?
We hearing you. You are live. We hearing you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On this, and then so I think they will do to the man. The man get no place in that district. No place. Everything is there. It is good. The man do no favor for anybody. The man do nothing. Well, it's the people trying to, those people from the other side now, they don't want to look for people that will be popular to bring. But what I meant to say, my people prepare a coach. What if we do? What if we stop behind? Go. This is the never there. Those we have, you wanted to come on the national team. Well, it was coach. They didn't pick it, it's a call him. They say, oh, what if you want? You know, they pick it up to the day and wait. You see how? Eh? Man, let me tell you something. I will say this to you. The opposition still looking for people to bring you. They still looking for people. They really want to be here. Something on your show. Then you say, oh, what is it bring? What is it bring now? What is it bring?
Yeah, now they saw the Kennedy, now they close their mouth. Nobody ever asked me, who's your Kennedy?
The other guy who used to come whole day talking. What man, Denua? What Denua?
we want to see the CDC Kennedy. Now we put boom in their throat. Nobody talking about Kennedy.
I think yes, they not talking about this name again. I know what happened. Whole day they know will be oh yeah. CDC can bring Kennedy. CDC bring Kennedy now. No way.
CDC Kennedy la iron pan, you know, the heavyweight.
Oh no, that's what it meant. You'll be any people. Oh, the people bring Kennedy. And nobody knows. The people that Kennedy. Oh, they. You see something? What kind of get point? You're crying now. No. Where they have this. Oh, they don't want to think about that when they get off. The man, and they make own money. So,
And then caller, another caller over there. Caller, you can call on the second number.
yeah, let somebody come up to that. That's their off. That is their off. So all the things you see so with Debbah. The phone will go up, So when they still have the thing, hey, you know, your that they were way in the corner. They just tell you, you how you popular in Morocco? You popular that everybody go down. So the point is, more players. What is it can bring a Kennedy? So that thing, the poor looking for players. Anyway, I go play the game. For the same player. Now what happened to their radar?
So they are still looking for player.
They still looking for players.
Okay.
So let me get somebody say, I know who one can dare me today, then they get players. Then they dare me today. Then they come to them the way they used to call your phone. Because now up to now, they put them for back and they get that.
Okay, now listen to that caller there.
All right.
Thank you. Caller, good evening, your name and where are you calling from? Huh? Oh wow, call my me for now. You want to come to be on the show? You want to come to be on the show? Hello, caller, your name, where are you calling from? Yeah, lower the monitor, the one you watching me from. Your name, where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Asatu Kamara, calling from Canada, Ontario.
Okay, I started to hear from you.
One way in, one job we are going from here to camp. Supporting with the girls and to get our education. One way,
Yeah, you see the
because of camping or you running for where the senators join you to come there back. So then they shoot out. Is where you must people you're they want a waterproof. Is wearing waterproof boots. Is wearing waterproof jeans, and waterproof t-shirt. Yeah. So what Diva want to show, what we did, what our brother does, that used to be 40 years for support. He never do it. Yeah. 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 Hello?
We're hearing you, Sato. You are live, still on live on the show. We are hearing you.
I'm asking Diva, what we did, for our brother goes to come out and used to 40. You acting a big man.
Asatu, the opposition are looking for people who were close to Wia. They are looking for his friends to use against them. In fact, to use them against him. Okay, that's the reason they are bringing people then like Diba. They recommending them to. They recommending to the kind of people. Say you don't know. You said it down here. The opportunity is right here. You can make it. Why you can't go and go try? They're recommending, and their recommendation is just because they do not want Wia to be the leader of this country. So they will use his own personal friends, those people that he mentored before, who he made way for them to go out there for people to know them. Those are the people they're biking now to bring them closer, in fact, against him. That's what he's saying.
Okay, because of that, you see what Diva is doing. He's going to go up or he's coming down. My brother, my Laguan sister, and Laguan brother, and Laguan, you're keep Diva money free. Now, free money for you, you're getting free. You're getting that money, you're them, my people that you're doing, encourage Diva. Yes, Diva, take our water, great there. Yes, Diva, take our time there. So, the thing I want to say, Diva, it's so you live, Mr. Diva, you live here. After that, we are 12 years, you can come.
It's completely belated. No, it's.
After that, we are 12 years, you can come. Maybe we can, our children and our children, then will go for you. But it's, you live, brother, you live. our brother was sending them on our brother, they can't to play together. On the best side, so what for what? If I never answer our brother one day, if I say, get our brother, they say, set us free. But our whole family, if I be senator or representative in our paper, I will never go to that way. And I think we'll get this job well with your way, Canada, we'll run here, you become president here. If I please, go and do something with your leg. You get your money, go and do something. You're not fit and you're not qualified. Yeah. Oh, just where we're going for support us to some of us get our education here today. Young here with the we even don't see that thing. So what were you? You coming work today to pay yourself what? You pay your back. Get off money for the whole member, so that yeah, therefore to say you're more ask if I work with you that time. We're needing that, please. Okay, that's the way I call on your show to come because thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Everybody want to be president, but they don't know the way out. Everybody want to be representative now. They don't know how they can help the people.
The whole play will be bread. What I said that the play will be that. One day you will share his salary for people to people. What is salary and we think you have to kick it out by the whole day. Then you can be able to come show up. Anyway, my boy, you're in the second night. You're taking so bad. Yeah, you clean out water and I was all room of fast to the
But do you think they see in this way the monarch? Do you think it's a seat for the opposition? Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me?
I hear you.
Yeah. Do you think the seat in district number 9 can be seat for the opposition?
Maybe we can't give it a bit enough for them. They want to be about it. They want to dream about it. Because the people that are already paid, they don't want to do that. It's for a stadium. So they can't get this now. If it's district 1, they can't get it. Before you say district now.
No, the reason is district 9 was the district that Muna Pen on in from. So now, and with the minute that she left here before she died, to see people coming to say that they're going to take over the same district from the opposition camp, that's what I'm asking. Whether you think that opposition can take that seat? Even if they bring Jim or Salinsa Debbah.
You can't make it. That's for CDC. You can't make it. Nobody can make it as a CDC. And then we tire with it, we say, yeah, you have to identify, you cannot take it free. That's it.
Okay. Thank you so much for your contribution tonight. Diva go sit down. I like that. Jiba go sit down. Go and relax yourself a little bit.
Yeah, go and relax. What were you? When I'm there with buying everything that mother blessed me, and I'm there, you just get it. Just give a better hold your two over. And even if you lay on my back, I will lay on my back. You know. That's enough for you. It's not even, you can't grab, but they say you will not get it. So that is
all right. Thank you so much for your contribution, Asatu, my sister Asatu tonight. The line is open. Look at the bottom of the screen, and you can call. There are 2 numbers over there. One is for WhatsApp, and the other one is just direct number. That's you will see at the bottom of the screen. You will see the number just in line like that. Take on like that. So you can call direct on that number, on any other number over there, to tell us what you want to contribute on this show tonight. We are seeing Salinsa Debbah is coming to challenge our seat in district number 9. But the mood that you are in right now is kind of more like what we are talking about tonight. You see him He had organized boys to go and do some cleaning up campaign for him. And he himself among those guys, he well clean, very, very clean, with good shoes, white t-shirt on him, and he holding the shovel, people telling him, when you watch the video, the little video clip that they put on Facebook, you will know that this thing was made up. Okay? You will listen to those guys on the background telling him, oh, Chief, do it like this. Can you do it like this? Hold it. I hope when I'm playing it, the noise with the it will not be too heavy on my bike, and it's going to cause some echo here, because I'm still trying to fix the platform. I haven't gotten all the equipment that I need to actually install and be able to do everything that you will be seeing live video while we're talking about some of those things. It's not yet available yet for us. But while we work on those kind of things, we will see, and the one we're able to upload to talk about, then we will do it. And the one you see here, Salinsa Debbah, the picture speaks for itself. If you look at the photo, it will tell you that somebody is just trying to fake something. And with the district number 9, that we know it was reserved and owned by CDC, to find out that people like this are going, people who are not prepared themselves well enough, people who are not made any impact to our society. Besides the football he played, well, it was football he played. He was not just playing football free. He was making money. Liberian government was giving him money when he was playing for Lone Star. He was being given money, and when he went to play for international, he was still being paid. So what did he do with most of the money that he got? And was there anything that he did for the Liberian people to help his own friends, people that they all were together? Or were he able to recognize any Liberian football player to at least send them to Europe to be able to get some lead opportunity that he had for themselves? He did not do it. And now he's coming back to the same people. Whatever you do in life, it will also come back to you. If you do good, the good will come back to you. If you do bad, the bad will come back to you. Sometimes you can do bad, and then you start doing good. Then the good you do, it will cover the bad that you are done before. So we want to know what are some of the things that he's doing right now to go and start cleaning or doing it. It will be able to cover the one that he did before that he did not recognize any, or if any of the Lone Star player in Liberia to be able to assist. The other people are already started giving all their testimony that when he used to visit Liberia, he didn't used to have time for people. When people try to talk to him, he didn't have much time to listen to people, to talk to him, to have conversation with him. You were always showing that he busy throughout. But maybe doing a cleaning up campaign, probably it can cover everything that other people still have with him, that, oh, this man did not do this, did not do that. So that's what we're talking about, okay? That's what we are talking about. Is it able to help at this moment? So we want to see whether all kind of thing can help to play and maybe change something for him. Well, it's good for people to clean up, but is it the right way? I can see deception. If you look right here, where he holding the shovel, and you see his shoe right here. You see his shoe right here. Okay? Anybody who meant anything to go do, you cannot dress the day. Okay? You cannot dress the day. Okay? That's why you sing. The jet going, oh, Chief, you can hold the shovel. Try this thing and sing. Let me see if I can play that audio that they have back here. I hope it shouldn't disrupt everything here. I hope. Let me try and see. Let me try and see. Let me take the color and I will try to see if I can play that little video clip. Caller, good evening. Your name and where are you calling from?
Whoever Conan.
Okay, Mr. Conan. Good evening. You are live here tonight.
Thank you very much, sir. And thank you for the program.
Yeah, we are discussing about our former football player Why you make a move today, started cleaning up?
Well, first of all, I would say that's a good thing for District 9 because at least somebody volunteered to clean up their drainage. So the people of District 9 will probably, some of that overflow of the flooding in that area will probably minimize with the opening of their drainage. But I want to say, you know, to our most celebrated players, Liberian players in Salinsa Debbah, um, over the years, he played soccer. I don't think he really gave back to the nation besides playing for the national team and contributing towards the victory of the national team and being the highest goal scorer on the national team. But it comes to tangible in terms of being there for the Liberian people, coming back to the country and contributing some tangible to the Liberian people. I personally cannot recall any of those um, things that he did in terms of giving scholarship to people, creating awareness when it comes to Liberia, coming back to Liberia and mingling with the common people, trying to inspire the young men and women of Liberia that they can be all they can be, even with Islam, you can be what you can be. He did not, I can remember him contributing in those aspects of the Liberian people's life. So for him now to come up and want to run for representative, I think he has the right as a Liberian to contest any position he wants. But I don't think this is the time for him to do it, and it's the right move that he made. Because as you were seeing, Ambassador Dan, you will reap what you sow. And when people are in need and you show up for them, when you are going up the ladder, you don't forget about those down the ladder. And you help to lift somebody up when they fall and encourage them to start to walk again. When your time comes, these very same people will stand by you. But I cannot recall in our Liberian politics or in our Liberian society for James Debbah to do some of these things, except for Lone Star and giving the Lone Star victory. Outside of the Lone Star, I cannot record. There are people who are listening to me. If they can maybe point out some of the things that they can remember James Salinsa Debbah did for Liberians, they can point it out. But I personally, I cannot record. So I don't think he stands any chance because he was one of our most celebrated players besides the president, George Weah. And when it comes to Liberian football, James Salinsa Debbah was second. And he did not make that contribution to the people of Liberia, except for the Lone Star team. So now he's coming back now after more than probably 20 years later or more, let's say 25 years or more later, coming back now and asking people of District 9 for their vote and support. I think it's too late for him. And getting in the race at the time that the seat that he's running for is mostly a district that was predominantly controlled by the CDC-led government, and the representative, the late Muna Penon Youngblood, who was the representative for that district, she made her mark. She made the difference in the district. So I think the CDC stand a better chance. I don't think James Salinsa Debbah stand any chance at all because he did not contribute to his society in the past, and the seat belongs to a party which is the ruling party, and the former representative, which is the late Muna Penon Youngblood, did immense contribution in that particular district.
Right. So they are saying a lot of people are telling us that we did not do anything of such, but because people love him, they made him president. So this is the same thing that they want James Salinsa Debbah to do, because he too did not do anything, but he can be whatever you want to be. What you make of that?
Those who are saying that George Weah did not do anything, they are not being honest with like people. Before President Weah became president, he had people on scholarship. Before President Weah became president, when he was playing soccer, he helped other Liberians to get professional soccer careers in Europe and in Asia. Before President Weah decided to go into politics, he visited the Liberians to give them hope, to give them to inspire them to know that they were not only refugees, but they can also do better. Being a refugee, there's hope and there is light at the end of this tunnel. He inspired young Liberians all over the world that even despite our problems in Liberia, despite our terrible and horrible war that is going on in our country, we can come out of it with our heads held up high, and we can come back together as a people that is united so that we can move our country forward. Before he decided to go into politics, he was involved in the peace process of Liberia. Before he got into politics, he was the true light that the fake Johnny Light now directly don't call himself. President Weah was the true light of Liberia. He was the real light that shined in the darkest day of our country history. He was the only light on the international scene that every Liberian was proud to call and identify with. So if people say President Weah did not do nothing for Liberia, then they are not true Liberians.
Well, I think people have their own saying. Whatever they want to say, they can say it. Even whatever you do for the people. Tomorrow, when one day your name, some people will come in their own hatred and what have you in it, and get talk some evil thing about you. That one is obvious in life. We know that. But for me, with the mood that my brother took today, it's just like I don't understand. All along he been in our community, why he had not done such a way before for the people.
But Ambassador Dan, you can even see in the photo, that's just a photo of. In America, you will say that that's a photo of. In like, bro, the man want to take pictures to show the people that he's working. He does not even fit within a particular society. He does not even fit within a particular kind of situation that he put himself. You can tell the way he held the shovel, his vest coat that he had, does not even show that he was even going there to work. He just went there to take pictures.
Yeah, he went there to take picture. It can show it clear. The picture is clear. It's showing that he just went there to take picture, and he just wanted that people to maybe believe that he's doing something. That's why he's just showing up there. We are seeing it.
Ambassador Dan, I hope there will be a lesson to every Liberian, even those who are in the opposition today. They are just sitting there and criticizing the George Weah administration. They are not trying to help the Liberian people's situation. They are not trying to help the country so we can all work together and move our country forward. This is a clear manifestation and a clear wake-up call for all of them. If you will only sit back and continue to criticize this administration and don't try to help the Liberian people in the darkest stage of their life or of our country and the hardest economy in our country history, you cannot help to improve the economy or improve the lives of Liberians. When the time comes tomorrow, when Liberia starts to get on her feet, and you come to the Liberian people for vote, they will not look to you. Those who are now making an effort to work with this government, who are trying to implore Liberians, who are trying to encourage the investors to go to Liberia, they will be the ones that the Liberian people will answer to that call.
Right. I believe that for true. You should not just depend on your career, what you did, and just feel that you can come. Then the Liberian people say, we agree, we can give you the job. You must have been involved in something. Even you putting youth together, making sure that the little ones out there able to listen to you. But just because you declare your intention today, you come in to do this kind of a thing.
I mean, let's say for example, like what you are doing in your county. You know, what you are doing for your people. History will remember you. Because in our entire area, there is no clinic. You have taken upon yourself, you and your family, to open the first clinic in our area. History will remember you. And the good you do now, you will get rewarded. Tomorrow, if you have political ambition, people will vouch for you. People will even go out and campaign for you without you being there a dime because of what you are doing now. You know? And this should serve as a wake-up call for every one of us as Liberians who are just sitting by and say, okay, we give President, we are the toughest of time, we criticize him, we not help the country, we make sure the country suffer, the country people suffer, and tomorrow we'll go back and take leadership. If you continue to have that kind of notion, we should remember that the dynamics in the politics of our country is changing. Even like Mr. Dan, if you remember years back, once you came from America, you were automatically the people's choice.
Yeah.
For them to represent you. But in the last 2 elections, what happened? If you come from America, you are the last choice. Because
yeah.
People,
I remember, listen, the election that took place in Nima County, most of the people that left from the United States to go there to go run on the representative ticket and thing, they let them down.
Yes.
They let them down because some of them was not actually, they were not prepared well enough. They are not done anything, but they just feel that they came from the United States. So they could use that name to run on the people. They let them down.
Yes. In the last 2 elections, if we can go back to history, I would say almost 95% of those that came from abroad and went to contest, they lost. They didn't win. They didn't even, most of them did not even get 5% of the vote.
They didn't get it.
People don't know them. People didn't see them. The people felt that they were not there to interact with them. They were not there to help them solve their problem. Now, the time comes for vote and they want to bring all of the money and they want to show the money to them.
Yeah.
The dynamic of Liberian politics is changing. The generation of Liberian voters that we have now, they are looking at things.
It don't go like that, you know. It don't go like that.
You know, and Liberia now, I can tell anybody, and I want to say thanks to the Liberian people for the wake-up call. I know some Liberians will say, oh, we Liberians, excuse me for the expression, oh, Liberian people, they are the spirit voters. But no, the Liberian people are waking up. They are sending a message, but we are not getting the message. They are telling us that in order for us to give you our vote, you have to work for it. And we're only going to give vote to people who are here with us and who are going to struggle with us, who are going to work along with us. These are the people that we're going to reward. You know, and the time of people coming from abroad to just go to Liberia and think you will win an election, the time is over. So if you want to be a part of the Liberian politics or politician in Liberia, you have to go to Liberia, get familiarized, let the people get familiarized with you.
Right.
Liberian people, make contribution in your community, make contribution to your country in whichever way you can. So when the time comes and you declare your intention, people will go back and look at your history and say, these are the things this person did, or these are the things this person has been doing for us and continue to do. So because of that, we are going to give the person the opportunity to lead us or to serve us in certain capacity.
That's right. That's right. And at the result, as you are seeing now, most of them are getting prepared. Those ones that want to go wrong, they keep finding a way what to do actually that they will be able to catch the people's mind.
Yeah, you know? I mean, the dynamics of Liberian politics is changing every day. And with this new leadership, I can tell people, if you don't believe me, but look at the trend. The bar, even for presidency and the expectation of a president of what you can do for Liberia has been high with this administration, beginning with this President George Manuel Weah administration. Liberian people expect more now from our government, from our leaders. So President Weah has set the bar so high. So anybody now that would come to power after President Weah, you should be willing, you should be ready to make the difference and show tangible that President Weah, that people think President Weah did not show. So now the president is saying like, bro, it's no longer a child play.
Even to the representative position, for people to get it now, like how a lot of people used to get robbed on people to get it, it's not going to be easy this time.
No, because by the time, just look at the politics that we have today. The leadership in our country has been scrutinized in every way, shape, and form.
Right.
You know, a lot of young people now are getting involved into politics. A lot of young people want to know what the government can do for them. A lot of young people want to ask their government, what are the tangible you can show us? If you say you make change in our life, what are the changes you are making?
Yes.
You bring hope to us. What are the things you are doing to give us hope? So this administration is the most scrutinized administration Liberia who wants to go into leadership in Liberia. The administration after President Weah administration would be the most scrutinized in this. If you think you got opposition now, you are just kidding. Opposition after this administration, I can tell you, Ambassador, will even be much tougher, much rougher, and much more scrutinizing than any other opposition in our history. So the leadership of Liberia now is no more child play. If you go now to become a president, be able to produce so that the people can see the people want results now.
Right.
Our voters are tired of people just making promises, and people want to see tangible. And that is why I can see Darrell Dillon will lose the election massively, because there is no history of anything that Darrell Dillon has done for Montserrado County or even the part of the area that he lives in. Okay?
Yes.
And the person he's going, he decides what he's doing currently and doing things in the past. So people are looking at his track record. And I think our new dynamic in our body politics, what you are doing for your people or what you have done for your people and continue to do and what you bring to the table and where you can take the people. So for James Debbah, I would say for now, Debbah is too late. You can start now to start making progress. Maybe in the next election, you might have a chance. But for now, no. Liberian people are not ready for those kind of representative rights.
That's right. That's right. And people keep telling us that Darrell Dillon will win for the second time. Say, but so that means if we are not looking up to people who are doing tangible, then we are not encouraging anybody to come to do some development for us or to build something for us. So if we just depend on people who will come to thoughtfulness and we want to say, yes, they are the right people. And what they want us to do, they show in the example. If you tell me that I want us to do this, what I'm going to be seeing, I want to see the example from you. You want to show me the example. Okay? You can't just tell me not build a house and I'm not seeing how we will build a house. I'm not seeing anything. But if you are coming to tell us build a house, I'm seeing you breaking ground, you cleaning up some area, then I will know that actually you meant something and you want us to build, but not just by mouth.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of things that we are seeing now.
You know, and that's the mistake the opposition in Liberia they are making. They want to take the EDC opposition and transform it and take it as the way they want to oppose this government. And every time as I listen to most of my friends in our opposition, they will say, oh, CDC did this, doing early time. CDC did that, doing early time. But what they fail to know, the dynamics and politics of telling him right now.
Right.
There are more people now involved in politics than there have ever been. There was no Facebook Live during President Helen Johnson's early time.
Yeah.
So now you have Facebook Live. So people are seeing things. And now people can go even on the social media and make up their own stories.
Yeah.
Things you do, you will have now to show tangible and you will have to
factor everything that is thrown at you. President Ellen Johnson surely never had to do that. He didn't have to face those things. Most of the battles were mostly just in Montserrado County.
And I'm even thinking that the behavior that our people are taking now, it will even be very difficult. It will be harder for the next president to come.
Yeah.
What if they don't have a lot of people on the internet to talk for them? What will that happen?
You see, and even besides that, Ambassador Dan, this is the problem that I have with my opposition president, and especially the ones that try to incite violence. Because if you are building a society of people who will be violent towards their government, remember, if you extend to power, those same people will be the ones that will be out there too, and they will be more violent.
They will be. You
understand? And how are you going to deal with those people? The only way you will deal with them is that you become a tyrant or you become a dictator.
And you even recommend that those people, no action should be taken against them. So if you are there, what will you do? Will you take action yourself? Will you be able to take action? Will you do that? Yeah.
I can tell you on this platform, and all of those that are listening, those who are encouraging our young people to take to the street without no cause.
Mr. Conan.
Yes, sir.
You want to call on the last number, on the second number on the screen so I can take that caller that keep calling?
Okay.
Yeah, let me see. Be talking first when he call. Maybe when the call comes, then I can take you up. Okay. Yeah, keep talking.
So, as I was saying, so those who are inside...
Okay, hold on. Let me take that person. You can call on the other second number. Hello, caller?
Yeah, how you doing,
is that Bud Jenner?
Yeah, this is Bud Jenner.
Okay, lower the monitor from the one that you're watching me from.
Yeah, I have lowered the monitor already.
Okay. So, hold on. Boy, my corner, you can call on the last number that you see on the screen. There are two numbers over there. If you don't want to call WhatsApp, you can just remove the one and just call the number direct or whatever way you want to call. But call on this other second number. Yeah, good evening, Bob Dana. How are you?
How you doing, Elizabeth?
Yeah. How long you started watching me tonight? You just coming?
I just coming where I started your show.
Okay. Let me put a picture by. This is the picture we're talking about tonight. I want you to, I know you're one of the good opposition that usually talking the way when you say things the way you see it. So I want you to respond to this photo that you are seeing here. This is James Salinsa Debbah, one of the former football players of Liberia. He started doing cleaning up campaign today. Why you make of this kind of that thing that people doing when election is coming closer?
It's not this what Salinsa doing as for election or now. So Liberia, let me admit to all of us, I'm an opposition show. I am a bona fide member of the Rainbow Alliance of the Republic of Nigeria. God gift.
Hey, are you far away from the phone? I can't hear you good.
I'm right here on my phone. Are you hearing me?
Okay, this is much better now.
God gift to every human that was created our heavenly Father. President Weah was opportune to be the tap of Africa, Europe, and the next that we God talk up to me. But when it comes to football, Salinsa Debbah put Liberia on the map, on his block, not there in President Weah. And two, Salinsa Debbah is, I don't know, he's a player. He's the kind of a player that
I was when I was coming up as a child. When I was coming up as a child, I loved Salinsa, and I was bullied. I'm short. I'm 5'3". So I was married for my school. I was bullied for my school for almost 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
But Salinsa was not opportune to achieve what President Blair achieved. When we talk about football in Liberia, if Salinsa is not playing that football, President Blair would excuse me, sir, I'm on an opposition show. President Blair would not do anything on that field. That day, any team that play against Liberia, they will beat Liberia. Not a bit. But it was just a little, it was just a star. It was just a gift that God gave President Blair. Nobody should come there and then against Salinsa. As your first caller said today, it's a batterman. And Salinsa is a batterman. You see, they say, when you may die, you may kill him. when Manuel, no, don't laugh. Don't laugh, brother. When Manuel die, Manuel kill him. The one who fought in Liberian Nepalians, our brothers, who fought themselves special forces, executed our educated ones. For Nemaka, they executed them. They killed all of our this is the same thing brothers did to Salinsa today. When they talk about football, for God's sake, when they talk about football, in Liberia, it was Salinsa. It was not President Debbah, President Blair. It was just that, Roosevelt was born into it. And God wants to put you up there. God will put you up there even if you are dull. Even if you are dull. That you cannot show anything, God will still put you up there because it was your time. It's the gift that God gave you. President Blair being president today is just a miracle. You were not expecting to become president of Liberia today, yet he does help other people. And I saw that name say today, Salinsa is me. Salinsa is me. We can just take their money and give it out there. If you want to do it, you do it as your holy man, as your free will. Salinsa is outspoken. Salinsa is educated. He is eloquent. He is very eloquent. And these two people, they are good things. They grew up together. Which part of Basa you will tell Salinsa to say, show me one or two colors in Basa that Salinsa will show you. Salinsa grew right there in this Sudan. He was born right there in this Sudan. He did everything there in this Sudan. It was not a time. Let me put it in our talent way.
He said it was a time or is a time. What? When it was a time? Huh?
The President Weah. It was the time the President Weah to shine. Now, why I told you to do God give each and every one of us in different form. It was President Weah's time at that particular time to shine and got all that it was.
Yeah, but Jenna, you are not giving or any statistic on Jim Debbah or achievement. What are some of the achievements? What are some of the things that he had?
So it was through Salinsa. Prince how they call him the same Debbah we're talking about. It was Peewee Bestman. You see Bestman? When Peewee Bestman said that 3 goals, that 3 goals for Liberia, that is achievement. That is achievement. Because he told Liberia to where Liberia is supposed to be. That was his achievement. And Salinsa beat teams. Lot of teams in foreign countries. Scoring a lot of goals in foreign countries. And Salinsa achievement. Even if Salinsa didn't reach at the top of President
So is it
to become representative to help the people to clean drainage and associate himself with the people that hate Star. That hate Star and our president, we are Star. Nobody should talk down on Salinsa like that.
So listen. All that time he been over there. Why have you not done this before?
Now the time God gave him, Roosevelt, in the Bible, you have the time.
The time that he already declared his intention to run as representative. That's the time he realized to go do the cleaning.
Roosevelt, that's the time. That's the time that God has chosen him to go and represent his people in district number now. Don't say it's a reality. Okay, let me come back. Let me go again to Darius Dillon.
Okay, hold on right there. Before you go.
I heard your caller say Darius Dillon will now win in Montserrado. Roosevelt, and others brought up to you. Darius Dillon will win Montserrado 99.9% of the vote. And let me tell you the reason why. Darius Dillon has not spent 3 years, 5 years, 9 years in our office. Darius Dillon has just spent 1 year, 1 day in our office. When you expect somebody that spent just 1 year, 1 day in office to go build cash, don't take example for Thomas Father. Thomas Father has been in our office since 2005 up to present. And they were paying them $15,000 US.
Okay, let me stop you right there. The reason is it's not the time that you are spending, but if you are coming, you don't recognize development to tell other people who are if Darius Dillon was saying that, I recognize development in this country, people who are doing it, Lord applaud them. And for me, you people do not suspect much. In fact, expect much from me because I just came. No, listen, let me come. Let me learn. I have not spent much time in this place. If you guys give me more time, I will do the same thing. But you condemning the people who are doing the work, and you telling me that you are coming to talk for him that he has not spent much time. Even if we give him much time, he's not going to do it because he condemning people who are doing the development. He don't recognize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you today I'm on opposition. I am on.
Yeah, but if you are going up the track, I need to put you on the track. Listen, I need to put. Yes.
You're not in government.
I'm not in government.
The hospital, your clinic, hospital. The hospital you stay now in your home, that hospital, the way I look at the structure of that hospital is over 100 and some more thousand. It's over 100 and some more thousand. You're not working for government. They're not paying you $15,000. You and myself here working for $15 an hour. It is you and your wife that taking that money to invest in over that 100 and some more thousand. Yes, my father is the big man in the government. The own Ways and Finance Committee is on our government. And my father was, he has been paid almost $15,000 US. And out of that 15,000, they gave them 100 and some more, 200 and some more, or 300 and some more gasoline slips. Some of them, they used to take their money and go open gas station. And they do there. They take that money and go build school. You will not be in government to do that in there. You and myself, I am investing in Liberia. Everything that I work for here is in Liberia. If I want to become representative tomorrow, nobody going to ask Berdino what Berdino has done. Nobody going to ask Roosevelt that what Roosevelt has done. If somebody has asked, or will ask Roosevelt tomorrow and tell Roosevelt why you sit in this country, that person and myself will be enemies forever. You want to tell him on the ambassador that?
I'm hearing you, but the problem here is this, Mr. Dillon. Because I just want to disagree with you a little bit because I know Darren they don't have not spent that much time in the office there. But if Darren they don't can recognize what other people have been doing, that would be much different than to condemn people what other people are doing, and we are all looking for development. People who want to do those things, we should. It doesn't matter how long they've been in office, but when they thought of those things to do, we need to at least to applaud. But if you are there and you condemning the thing and you telling all that those things that people are doing, you shouldn't accept it. This is the man that people were offering people food, doing part time. They were trying to give other people food, and he was there telling them that they should not accept. And right within a split second, we saw him bringing rice to give it to the people. Those are deception. You don't make you don't.
Your wife is not beautiful. Excuse me, brother. Your wife is not. I would say your wife is a woman that is beautiful.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah,
my wife is a beautiful woman in my eyes. When they talk about politics, there is no good politics, President. There is no good politics. Darren Dillon is taking his money, giving it to Montserrado.
I'm talking to people, please.
To hurt the local in Liberia, Darren Dillon is not taking his money to.
You don't close my door.
Darren Dillon spoke. No, he building something for people to go. Those that on the street, those that were giving gun and ammunition to kill their brothers and sisters. Darren Dillon is building something for them to be first. You understand it?
Listen. What I'm talking about, what I'm talking about, he is saying that people who are doing those things, we shouldn't listen. People shouldn't listen to them because those things are important to our society. Why is it that he himself are doing it? Okay, hold on for me. We got a caller on the line. Not listen to that caller. He want to respond to you, or Burma.
Yeah.
Can you respond to Burden and what he's saying? Is that anything you want to make up?
I listen to Burden talking about the Chinese light and saying that he hasn't stayed there for 1 year. But this is this very same Darren Dillon who has been working in the government. He worked in early administration. Okay? This is not the first time coming to government. So, because anyone shouldn't be disingenuous to us on this platform and telling us that Darren Dillon even made 1 year yet. What you're expecting Darren Dillon to do? Darren Dillon have worked from the early administration up to now. My simple question to all anyone and most of the people who advocate for Darren Dillon, what can they show of Darren Dillon from the time he been living in Ghana's Bay, just in the community? Let us show me one project or one initiative that he has taken to improve the lives of the people in his community where he lives. All right, thank you very much. Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you. Not everybody was born. Not everybody was born with silver spoon or gold spoon in their mouth. Darren Dillon has been working. Darren Dillon has never made 15,000 or more than he has not been getting 400 gallons of gas every month. That's number one there. Number two, as an advocate, I can hear his home is very muffled. And can you wait when you were talking? I didn't talk, please. Why not? When you were talking,
he was hearing you. Why you not hearing him?
Say that again.
No, he said he's not hearing you. So, Burma, what you do? You can unmute this other line. You listen to the other line on that side. From the background, you can. Yeah.
All right. Can I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead. But he said he's not hearing you. I'm hearing you clearly.
Okay. Why not? Let me tell you something. Darren Dillon has not been giving 400 gallons of gas every month. Times 400 gallons of gas times 12. You can open gas station. You can give it to the connoisseur people, they make money for you. Darren Dillon, when Darren Dillon got there, they will have 6 or 7 direct belong to be in our country government, to serve in our country government. You will see changes to come to Liberia. You will see a lot of things to come to Liberia. And boy, man, let me set an example to you. You live in Montserrado. You don't drive 15 to go anywhere. You drive 15 or 10 miles per day, either 10 miles per day, 5 miles to go to office, 5 miles to come. There's somebody who lives in way too much jealous. You get that person 250 gallons of gas. And you get the person in Montserrado 250 gallons of gas. Is that fair? No. Darren Dillon spoke of it and said, no, gentlemen. Darren Dillon did his own experiment on himself. He said, let me use $5,000 whether I will die as a senator. He used the $5,000. Darren Dillon put bills on there. Look, I don't know why we, the Liberians, we don't let somebody who brings things into our brain, and we always like to hit somebody, or we always like to hit the person that brings things, and like the person that will extract our resources in Nigeria. Let's go 5 persons, 6, 7 people go there and beat Darren Dillon. I bet you up. I bet you good. Your thinking we against President Weah, they may put up on the map of Africa. They put up on the map of the world. Even if you leave Liberia and go to Guinea, they'll say, where you from? As soon as you say from Liberia, it's George Weah. You are still Liberia, it's George Weah. It's George, it's President Weah, after Weah. The Weah can look around his stuff and say, I know where I came from. And I know what are they doing. People say Salinsa don't do nothing. President Weah got money. Is there any form of economy in Liberia? Come on, my people in Liberia. You don't wake up and speak. They took the power. They started hating one another. Don't speak to our brothers. President Weah went to 6 years. No, President Weah 6 years finished. You will say Liberian people, I want you to vote for me again. I will not give it a chance. The American people don't like me because if you are president of Liberia and American people don't like you, you will not go nowhere according to that. You have to against me. I did wrong. When he speak that way, Liberian people will really like him. But when he continues it and we as a Liberian,
so what
the people doing to Salinsa, it's wrong.
Listen, you're talking about when he continued there. What is the different thing that he continuing? Why is it that he's doing differently? No, I'm asking you, what is it that Weah is doing differently? That he want you to apologize and ask people to.
I coming, brother. I coming. If I was President Weah, as I say all the time on your show, if I was President Weah, even somebody gave me $1 million, even somebody tell me, say, but you know, I will build you 100 houses, I will say no. President Weah was wrong. I'm saying this. Get my car over there.
You are wrong to do what?
To build up for the 7 palaces in Liberia. It was wrong. It was wrong. Look at LA. Look at LA who stole millions of dollars for us. And he stayed in his sister's house. Right there in Fish Market. You see, he will take our money and give it to his son, develop him in future when he leaves power. When George Weah's son is doing it, they'll say, but why you think that the president's son was playing football to like him? This is what the human being. Somebody's supposed to do it. Your system will hate President Weah. No Liberia hate that man. Liberia hate President Weah. Or will show you. Because they may come from nowhere, from mat to mattress. So you don't take the reality. You don't take the reality. We who were born in a safe state, when we got to eat it, for any far off, well, besides Montserrado. When Montserrado died, there was no superstar of football in Liberia. President Weah kid, Salinsa kid, Prince Debbah kid, Best kid, they took Liberia from 1985 off borders. And
Boy man, are you still on the line?
Yeah, I'm here. He
He's-
went back to
Oh.
Liberia for 4 different soccer matches. He saved Liberia. Look at Peewee Bestman today. If I was president, Peewee Bestman would be my head grip because he saved Liberia through me. He saved Liberia through me. And if I was president, all the low-star players that play with me from 1985 to the star, I was a superstar. They will all deal with me and they will be enjoying. Every day I will call them and say, Jeremy, you cannot do water.
So-
you people made me to see who I am today. Now you people made me to be president today. But he's not doing it. Oh no, Roosevelt, thank you, man. Thank you. I don't want to have my own head.
No, listen. If this whole thing, if we have done so, to go and bring all the people then that you play football with, do you think that we will not have problem with the people again?
No.
We will not have problem with him, Rallo. We will not have problem with him to say that this is our president. He bringing all his people, his men, and all of that. We will not be able to complain again when the men bring all the football stars to be able to play by.
No. Honorable that. No. Let me tell you something. Peewee Bestman is sick. That's dead. The Liberian dead. That's dead. When they go for game, when Peewee Bestman, I have not seen no bully in Liberia besides this guy, Sekou Gomez from Nima, and Peewee Bestman. These are the 2 bullies in Liberia that stay selected the most in my age of football. Peewee Bestman.
So listen, Mr. Dana, you want the government to be dominated with everybody that have played football before. Do you think that the Liberian people will not have private?
I'm not talking about domination.
No, you're talking about the men should bring all your friends. Everybody should be around. They all should be enjoying. We will not have problem with him if he does that.
No, you know how Liberian people would say?
No.
Sisters are there. You see the president? Those that brought the president in power. Those that make the president to be superstar of the world. Those that make the president to be superstar of Africa. You see what the man is doing? The men have bring Salinsa. The men have bring Peewee Bestman. The men have bring Prince Motor. The men have bring this one.
But listen, you all those guys are with him. But we will not allow for everybody, all of them, to be in government. It's not going to work like that. Is that what you want us to do? To accept all the football players to come and be in the government?
That you went to school in Canada. When you went to Canada, your whole family come to you. When you went to Canada, tell me, when you did, sit behind your microphone over there, when you went to Canada, the school, the class made you attended school with.
Listen, it's not everybody. It's not everybody. It's not everybody. I met few. It's not everybody.
You're not in your CDC move today.
No. I'm not in it. We are trying to say something different here. No, listen. We are saying something different here. I'm not in my CDC move to cut you. Or I'm not going to do that. We are having conversation here. I want us to have good conversation. People listen. You are making some point, and we want to listen to you, and other people will call to respond to you too. You know, we have to do that to get everybody a chance to be able to express themselves. But to tell me that we have to bring in all the football players for them to be enjoying, is that some of the reason that you guys are causing trouble in the country?
No, nobody causing trouble in the country. The trouble in the country is caused by division.
How are we causing the trouble? How are we causing the trouble?
It's caused by people who are giving bad advice to president.
Because just what you said, those are some of the things that you have in your mind. Why is it the man not bringing a friend in the government to be working? Why all of them not enjoying? How will the media look at everybody and call and say because you play football in the country? Do you think that football government will running? Everybody who play football in Liberia, we should bring all of them in our government to come and be enjoying that way because you say enjoyment.
No. Excuse me.
Okay.
In this country, citizens bring people. that he promotes. When 50 Cent goes somewhere, those musicians that 50 Cent promotes, they will, all of them, they will come to 50 Cent. They will start singing. All of them will join. They will start singing with 50 Cent.
Okay, hold on for me.
Come on, man.
Let all of few people respond to you here. Hold on. We got a lot of. We got 3 people on here. Let them respond to you. Yeah, Mr. Connor, respond before I can bring favor on.
Yes, thank you so much, Ambassador Dan, for giving me the opportunity. When Mr. Debbah was talking, he talked about Darius DeLong is the one who made the national legislatures to reduce the jail slip. I
know he just grabbing things from everywhere, bringing in. No proof.
That is, Ambassador Dan, that is absolutely not true. The national legislature, through the instrumentality of the president, when the president started the process.
We'll call you. I'll put you through.
The president, Dr. George Manuel, reduced his salary and encouraged all the members, all the cabinet ministers and directors to reduce their salary. And he appealed to the judiciary and the legislatures to reduce their salaries as well, to do the harmonization. The legislature voluntarily did the harmonization. So it was not Darius DeLong. It was before Darius DeLong even came to the legislature. So Mr. Debbah should not give credit to Darius DeLong for something he did not even participate in. Number one. Number two, when he was talking, he talked about the president bringing the football friends into the government. Do you know how many players President Weah played with? I grew up with President Weah in Claratown. So you want to tell me you're going to bring all your friends from Young Survivor days all the way until he went to Lone Star? You know how many people you're talking about?
I know it's so sad. I don't even expect him to say those things. So it means the Liberian government will be completely dominated by football player. Anybody who play football before he had to be a minister or something. Those are the things they people causing trouble for because they want everybody. Yes.
Ambassador Dan.
Yes.
What of these people do not understand? I would tell you this on this platform. I grew up with President Weah. We were 3 young kids in Claratown that were the biggest fan of President Weah. We actually made President Weah popular in Claratown. I am not serving in this government. I do not have any position in this government. Okay? Because I did not start with President Weah when he decided to pursue his political career.
Right.
And there are most of President Weah's friends who did not campaign for President Weah, who did not contribute towards his political agenda. How can President Weah bring those people and say they have to work in government?
Because they play football. Now.
Let me get this. Let me let people know these things. And that is the mentality of the majority of Liberians. Because you were a friend of me and you were my friend from childhood, if my success comes, you should be part of that success. And in life, those people that support you to be successful are the ones you will remember, are the ones that you will be able to reward. Most of the people today in government and things, those are people that started with President Weah during his political days for the presidency. Okay? James Salinsa Debbah never supported President Weah. Most of the Lone Star players, they don't even believe that President Weah will even go into politics and do anything. Okay? So how can you say that we should go and bring all those Lone Star players into the government? They were not part of his dream to become a politician or to become the president of Liberia. So we should start misleading our people. We should tell people the truth and we should be realistic and we should lay out the facts. Okay? Those of the people today who are blaming President Weah, I can assure you that statistically, maybe up to 75% of them never supported President Weah being for the president. And today he's the president, they want him to reward him when they did not even care about his political career. They did not even believe in him as a politician. But they are now complaining today, we are President Weah friends, we grew up with him, we play soccer with him. No, but they did not support his political traits. And today he's reaping the benefit of his pursue went in the rain, people who went in the mud, people who went to the trenches. And I will give you a question here. Most of those are the people, some of them that are reaping the benefits now. So it is not because you grow with President Weah, so President Weah should bring you into government. No, that's not how government works.
Okay, Mr. Conan, I mean what you read, not listen to Favor, or in fact Favor, yeah. Favor, how are you?
I'm good, my brother. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Not hear from you. You've been trying to call here to make your contribution. Why you make the argument tonight?
Yeah, we gotta say the best time to get rid of a tree when the tree is in your way is when it is young. When the tree is old, the only thing you do is to cut it off. You know, I listen to this guy, and I just want to go this route with him. I don't want to talk too much because there's no way that you can convince such person. There is no way that I can convince him. His mind is made up. The only person that I think you and I can convince right now are the little kids that born in the early 90s up to this time. These are the people that we should be talking to, but not such person. But the only thing I want to tell him here is that I want him to send you $1,000. I will send you $1,000. You should keep this money until after December 8th. He said Dillon going to win 99%. This is the challenge I want to give him so that he will pay for his lies and deception that he's spreading on his show. So if he's willing and he's sure of his Dillon, let him bring that $1,000 or bring my $1,000 and give it to you. The winner will give you $200. Let him stand for this challenge. This is what I will call it.
Mr. Bordena, are you willing to take that challenge? Yeah, come. I'm asking. Favor is challenging you. $1,000 bet. Are you willing to take that bet?
Hold on. Before I come to the $1,000, President. Before I come to the $1,000.
That's a good money. Oh. You win that thing at 2,000. I take it home.
Let me make a little point on what the first caller after me said. Listen, I am not saying to the Nigerian people. Let me make myself very clear. I am not saying to the Nigerian people, all those that with President Weah, that the Weah from his childhood time to the time he became superstar of the war in Africa. I am not saying that he should bring all of them into his leadership. No, that's not what I said.
So who are those are you referring to? How many people were you referring to?
I set example on Pee-wee Besma. With no Pee-wee Besma, President Weah would not have those the time he has to go to France, to go to Morocco. He would never. If you begin your team every day, your team is. If I was not Salinsa Debbah to play star along with President Weah, then President Weah would not be superstar to the world and Africa at large. No. What I am saying is, as a leader, when somebody supports you, when somebody don't support you, when you are there, when we didn't know what was happening in Lone Star. We didn't know. All of us didn't know. The only thing we knew was our man was the best player, Nigeria's best player around the world. Even as a mother, you don't throw your child, your husband child away. As a leader, after you became president, what you have to do is to call all the Lone Star players, all the Barrow players, all the ID players, and say, gentlemen, your man is here now. Oh, yeah, your man is here. What we have to do for the Nigerian people, you incorporate all of them as a leader. Okay, so see with that one from today. You know what you have to do? Take care of IE. Salinsa, you Barrow man, take care of Barrow, and I want to see a very strong team in Nigeria that nobody will defeat that thing. Nobody. What we get, I am here today. Our superstar for Africa, our superstar for the world. And now I am president. I don't want my team in Nigeria to be defeated. I don't want my team in Nigeria to if anything defeat my team. So Salinsa
So listen, but you know, if President we have made that kind of statement, we will not say that he dictating to his own men.
No, Roosevelt, no. You traditional men and traditional men. You did traditional men that are too. And them did traditional men in such a way that you do as a traditional man. As a traditional man, when you say those type of things, they gave deals to people. And let me go back to the last quarter. If you want us to bet $1,000, Roosevelt, I will bet that man $1,000. And Darren Dillon will win 300,000 plus.
So are you willing to bet? Are you willing to bet with favor 1,000 that you propose?
$1,000.
What?
I am willing. We run your show. I'm on opposition show. I'm on CDC show. I will bet that man if that is December 9.
Okay. Before the election, when you think will be the last day to make the payment?
The last day to make the payment, the last on is 9 of December, I will call you and give you my $1,000.
Before? No.
Before.
I said before we enter December, we can enter December. Then you bet. We had to.
I'm 56 years old.
Yeah.
I'm 56 years old. 3 more years for me to be 60. I don't pay that to any of my friends. I don't pay that to anybody. I'm from Nima County. I'm speaking as a Nigerian.
Okay, I understand. I understand that.
Is 9 of December. If Darren Dillon, if I win, I will give that man $1,000. If I don't, so then
December will be December 8th. Listen. Our election will be December 8th. Then you say December 9, you want to pay your money. No. Then you're not ready to go into bed with it, man. Because the election is December 8th, and you're talking about paying your money December 9. After the election, that's the time you want to bet? No. Then you're not ready. Don't forget it. Let me take some call.
I should stay remain on the line.
Yeah, remain on the line. Because people are coming to respond to you. Of favor.
Yeah,
That respond to him one more time before I can bring the other people.
Okay, what I want to say, I can go, follow you guys. A lot of people want to share it. This guy, it just pains my heart, everything that he's saying. Talking about it was true that we had Diva George, we are not going to be who he is today. My question to him, where were Diva doing it? The Nation Tournament 1987. Did Diva partake in the Nation Tournament? He was acting proud. He did not show up. It was just we had a show up for Liberia. It was true that Jawia was spotted and he went to Cameroon. We are all Liberian. I'm a soccer player. You don't say things that you're not supposed to say. Diva was never in Cameroon when Jawia was struggling in Cameroon. Diva never played alongside with just Wia. Don't take Jawia. Diva was a proud man, and what got him to where he is today. Judge Wia was humble. Every seed he sowed in his life, now what he's reaping today. So that Diva fought his own battle. And he did. I want to bet him $1,000. Now we shouldn't be saying free things. He's in America. I'm in America. We are not, with both of us, we are not in Liberia. We don't know what the election is about there. So I'm only here to bet him. He listened to Facebook. I listened to Facebook. My challenge to him is $1,000. 2 weeks or 1 month to the election. He shouldn't watch the election the way it's going before you want to put money down after the election. If he's sure and positive of his deal, let him bring $1,000 and leave this to a free talk. It's the free talk that get Liberia beyond today. We talk with
but man, we'll put you on hold right now. Let me tell somebody. Okay, thank you so much. But man, in fact, bro, Dino.
Yeah,
I still hold you right there. I don't know whether you will be able to take the challenge for this. Hold on. Okay, I think we got Saint Gao on the line.
Roosevelt.
Are you calling on the show?
No, I didn't know you had a show going on. I have something I wanted to talk to you about. You get a different way.
Oh, okay. When I'm done with the show, I'm on the show. Okay, I thought you were calling on the show.
It is President Weir.
Okay, just hang on when I do, I'll call you back.
After Monimoto, it was President Weir. So when somebody speaking,
is this?
don't just sit behind and make comment.
Okay, yeah, remain there.
That what God created him for. To be up there. It was that Salinsa. What are you talking about? The 8th Nation tournament. Who all played? Salinsa didn't play. Salinsa didn't score 3 goals. Salinsa didn't score or Sierra Leone. Salinsa didn't beat Sierra Leone. Salinsa didn't beat Guinea. Salinsa didn't beat Ivory Coast. What are you talking about?
But we were talking about the last game.
What kind of last game?
Debbah didn't attend the last game that was played.
That's true.
He didn't show up. He didn't show up to the last game.
He didn't show up. Thank you, Mr. Dan. You can remember. He didn't show up. We are not kids here. We all follow the game. So you don't say things that he didn't show up. It was because of his crowd. That one carried him behind. And just we are show up. That one carried we have to where he is today. It was from that game. They were able to spike we had to carry him to Cameroon. So let him stop those kind of things again. But without Zimbabwe along with Josh, we are not going to people where he is. What Joe, I mean, what Joe went to the France. Come on. You like doing that? What he did in France. I know he played in France.
Okay.
All those that created, all those that established CDC today, are they with CDC?
So, are you still waiting to take the challenge? Are you still waiting to take the challenge? Bro, Dana, are you waiting to take the challenge? Are you waiting to take the 1,000 challenge each? I agree. This is a fair boat talk. I agree. Are you waiting to bet $1,000?
Tomorrow, I just send my own to Mr.
Dan. Direct challenge is coming to you. Are you able to take the challenge? We want people to.
If you don't believe me, that's fine.
Okay.
I don't.
So I did favor you win that game. Okay. Yeah, wait. The day he change your mind and come by, you want to challenge, I will contact you. But for now, you win. It should be no. But we cannot accept that kind of debate. If I had to call it challenge after the election, then it's not going to be challenge now. You have to bet before the time. When the thing happen, then you take the money. That's how it's supposed to be. So other people have been calling on the one number. They don't know that we have 2 numbers. I need to be able to call on the other one, but it's okay. So what I'm going to do, then I'm going to hold you a little bit and take some few calls on your line, and then I will still maybe I can call you on the messenger line, so that we open that other line for the people who calling. Thomas, you've been trying to call. Can you call back? I want to hear from you. Call on the straight line. Mr. Conan, do you have anything to say?
Yes. Ambassador Dan, there were a few statements that Mr. Debbah made that I disagree with, and they are not factual. When he talk about without people investment, Josh Weir would not be in Josh Weir. Without James Salinsa Debbah, Josh Weir will not be in Josh Weir. Those statements are not factual, they are not true. President Weir, at the time when he was called Josh Weir, he gave...
Okay, but then I will take that other call, okay?
If all anyone can go back to our Nigerian LFAB, Josh Weir gave Invincible Investment triple championship. It was the first time he was doing Josh Weir range in the RE, which is the Invincible 11.
Right.
They got the triple championship. When they won the third championship, to get the triple championship, it was on that day that his son, that they called Champ, which is George Weir Jr., we called him Champ, was born. So, President Weir, at the time, when he was a soccer player, everything he did, he worked through his work ethic, through his endurance, through everything, every effort he made, along with his his fellow teammates. But most of his success came from through his own inspiration, aspiration, and determination. Few batsmen did not play with Georgia in Invincible 11 when he did Invincible 11 the Triple Championship. Jim Salinsa Debbah did not play with Georgia when I became the Triple Champion. Both of these players did not go with Georgia to Cameroon. Both of them never played with Georgia in Monaco. Both of these players did not play with Georgia in Paris Saint-Germain. Both of these players did not play with Georgia in ACN. So how can Mr. Denwan or this something done on?
I remember those guys used to say that we are a lazy player. We are a lazy player, and now they all the things that they say against him, to see him that he has excelled like this, they are still kind of a little difficult to go close to him, to make that connection by. Those are some of the problems that they are facing.
So even to debunk that statement, George Weah, before he even went to RE, he was selected from Cambridge as the second division team to go to Mountain Barrow. But they put him on Mountain Barrow's second team. They did not even give him a time to play in RE when Jim Debbah was playing for her. I mean, in Barrow, when Jim Debbah was playing for Barrow. That's how they traded George Weah to
Okay, Phil, I'm taking you out, okay?
And that is how they traded George Weah to Invincible 11, which is RE. When he was traded from Barrow to RE, he got playing time on RE, and through his effort, his persistency, and his determination, that's how he became one of the best strikers RE ever had. To get RE Triple Championship. So if Mr. Denwan can say here tonight that it was James Salinsa Debbah and Steve Bettman that made George Weah, then he does not know none of George Weah's soccer history. That is not true. That is false. Okay? So I don't know why people don't want to give President Weah credit where credit is due. They will look at black and call it white. They will look at white and call it black. President Weah was and all of his achievements. He worked hard for it. He struggled for it, and he proved his critics wrong.
Okay. Mr. Conan, let's take the next caller on the phone line. Thomas, I've been reading your comments here. We got two numbers. You only calling one number that somebody is on. I can't put two people at the same time. So the two lines open. Yeah, let's listen to the next caller. Caller your name and where you calling from.
Hey, Mr. Roosevelt, how you doing?
I'm okay.
This is your friend from Texas, Tommy, calling call Augusta.
Oh, my man, long time. How you doing? Man, what can I stop that, man? You throw me away, man. Yeah, I've been a long time. Man, sorry. We'll talk after the show, okay? Just go ahead and make your contribution first.
Yeah, let me say for me, I do not know the football history of the two guys. All I know, George Weah became the world best, African best, and European best. That was a blessing from God first. And there's a saying, what is given, much is expected. So we can anticipate the two individuals who are giving back equally. All right. Was not blessed as compared to George Weah. So the two don't have equal hands financially. I believe Weah did what he felt he could do at the time, and I also believe James Debbah did what at the time. That's what I can say about that, and that's how I want to leave it. Looking at the photos you put up, trying to paint the picture for James Debbah at the time, we're looking at it right now. I think it's not necessary. I think you should even acknowledge the fact that he even tried to put those people together to take initiative. Should be something that should be applauded. Yeah, people may say, what now? What not now? Why is, have someone ever did anything all of District apart from District 5? So why is he doing it now? Isn't it because he wants to be better? So let's be very balanced when we try to give analysis on things. Let's not just close our minds and handle a lot of decisions. Most of them do not even know why they want some of us to be there, only because the party is in the carrying. I know that. We know the unbiasedness of decisions. For them to believe it's full one vote or want the party to carry. And that is not good for our democracy. Sometimes you got to look at the person's willpower to contribute and to make the democracy work. And then when I see people not looking at those things to work for us and make our country a better place, because the bottom line is every one of us wants to develop this country, but it's just that the training which we are looking at may be different. All right? I think people are trying to denigrate Darren Dillon. Look, Darren Dillon brought the new dynamism in our politics. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Not even President Weah, when he entered the politics in the Senate, there was the euphoria did not change. Everything remains the same as compared to Darren Dillon now. You must give this man the credit. This man brought some hope and inspirations to Liberian people in the Liberian politics. You can't compare Darren Dillon with someone who's been there 15 years and say, why is he not doing these things? So we got to be balanced, Mr. Roosevelt. I don't say you're seditious, you go support your party candidate and try to push him whatever it is. But let's be honest. Let's be honest. Why is someone going to other districts now to build roads, to do things? Isn't it because you want to be senator? Then you want to look at Salinsa Debbah because he want to be senator, representative at this side. Trying to say, why now? Why not now? Why now? So answer that question. Why does answer that question?
So who want to respond to him right now? Anybody? Yeah, come in. I'll see.
Listen, you see, Brother President, you know, when people are speaking, some Liberia has some way of understanding people, and when the way you speaking, the people not listening, it will be very hard for them to interpret you. Nobody under the sun. I personally know that speaking today, I never knew I would want to leave my family. 6 children from one father. My father married 12 wives. 6 children. Nobody knew where they would come to America out of the 6 children. It was my day. My other siblings are back there. It was my day that God gave me that gift. This gift was given to President Weah. The time his mom born him, that he would be somebody in future. Nobody know their future. His or her future. Nobody. When you were born today, nobody. People will say, this person, a child who will be a better child. The father will know exactly that child will be the head of the family. Nobody knew. Nobody knew whether President Weah would be president today. But when he started his football career, the way he was playing, God chose him to be a superstar. God never had the second thought. Or President Weah never had the second thought that I am going to become president. He became senator. Yes, people love him because of his football career. Let me tell Liberian people today, he's our man. We don't hate him, but what he and his people doing, like the brother gets there with Thomas Fala. It is now, Thomas Fala from 2005 up to now, it is time now for Thomas Fala to go build roads. They don't brought light. They don't brought even a chicken light.
Hold on, budget. Let me hold you right there. Are you not seeing the man Thomas Fala? You don't see what the man had done in Montserrado County? Besides even the big school that he built, the man got all of school that have been running years back. Yes. Yes. Hold on, that two of you, your opposition, you're talking now. So you're with the other mentor.
All right, let me get it right there.
Thomas Fala school, when Thomas Fala is retired, it's for Thomas Fala. When Thomas Fala retired, that school, that project, that investment that Thomas Fala need is going to him. What the law is saying is, I don't want to be rich out of 7 Liberian people. Don't face our school. Don't face our hospital. Let America. Those days who used to live and come to America for treatment, no. Those days who used to live from other countries to from Liberia to Ghana, no. Liberians in the 70s, they call us small America. Where are we today, Roosevelt? So Lord face the reality. You know, where fat belongs, don't put it there. This man, you think we hate him? No Liberian hate Georgia. They always say, Roosevelt, I'm tired of that. Because it's just politics.
Because that's politics, you know very well. And the people, they all sat down over there. They make salary for themselves. They came up with their own salary. So now we have to compare them to be able to use some of the money on the people. Okay? Darrell Dena is not different from all the other people that are in there that have been doing the same thing. Because say he went in a place, he had received some money on a cover that he had not told you and myself, he had not told about. Yeah.
Jared Dillon will receive money on a cover and you get me like a carrot grip washing. And would notice it would never come up and say
it can happen. No, it can happen because he's the only man that let public business. The man at Carlos Gray will not come out to say what they normally do in there. You're not going to say about those things.
It hasn't happened yet. Let's leave it as it is. It hasn't happened. So he can be persecuted based on things that have not happened. But then you're a paralegal person. You did criminal justice. I don't expect you to be sounding like that. All right. So just think that it hasn't happened yet. Now, you. Let's be honest. I would say this again, Mr. Dam. Darrell Dillon went into our politics for new dimensions. This is the only man that entered with honesty and clear-head assets, like when people pay funeral, but that was sincerity, honesty, and being very responsible to leadership. Darrell Dillon made certain promises that he's living up to. That I will take a percentage of my income and give it back to the community. People saying why you can't give it to the country development. No, he's not compulsory to do that. All lawmakers take their own money and do their own initiative. But he gave it to the public sector that he formed, and he's churning this money through them. They come up with programs, and then the money is channeled through.
I don't know why you're doing like this.
Doing it for their own self.
You're in the video.
All right. So the thing is, let's be honest. I challenge anybody. Nobody felt the change in the politics as compared to what we feel now when we had became senator. Needless to say, I don't want to discuss the president of Georgia because the president of Georgia is doing more harm, more harm to the country than good. That's what I think. That's my opinion. I mean, that's the way.
Okay, hold on. Where am I calling?
As president. He's just not performing, and I think his performance is just beneath the line. And this is
hold on.
Anticipated. So we're not really surprised. For me, I say I'm not surprised. I would only be surprised if the responsible government comes to power and let all these things that are happening just fly away. Then I'll be surprised. So coming back to Salinsa Debbah, I think the politics in District 9, like people saying that it belongs to CDC, no, it is not CDC things as long as it's vacant. It belongs to any Liberian school.
Gabi, you don't want to hear that part, right? That still belongs to CDC. Why you not want to say the truth?
It belongs to any Liberian who opts for the job and the Liberian people in effective. So anybody else have got the right to contest it.
So to take that seat from in fact from CDC, is that the way that Debbah will do? Look at the picture on the screen.
Are you forgetting to know who Debbah is? The man has his own.
Yeah, the man got knee, but why you gotta go clean up, drain it? He had knee. Why you gotta do this?
It's nothing wrong with it.
No, it's wrong. Something wrong.
Look at it.
He doesn't have to do this. So long he had knee, he don't have to do this. He had to relax. A knee will make it for him. That's why he's telling us. They make a knee.
All of us, if we take the least initiative in the positive direction, will make it better. I mean, it's beyond to our arches. If Munafena has cleaned that particular drainage, it will have been an added advantage, and you will not have seen James Debbah moving just to clean that particular area because it's needed. I mean, it's a need. It needs to be clean to be able to save the community well.
So you had to physically do it like this?
Because, look, let me tell you. got ministers, you got vice presidents that go and do a deep thought on football. When you complain about that, it is the symbolic thing. Don't look at the fact that this man tries to conquer young people. Are you looking at his resources he's spending?
But why he couldn't do it? Why he have not done it before? Only for election after he had declared his intention.
I told you.
No, the when is important. The when is very important. Time is very important. We had to look at the time that people do certain things.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What the Akaros grade did for people to elect a representative? What did Mona Pena say? They let Mona Pena be beyond to action.
Okay, since they didn't do anything and the people elected them, or Jiba supposed to just remain quiet until they elect him. He's not going to come and be doing the fake thing.
What did he do to put himself out to be representative for the 57 at the time when he was president? What did he do? So let us stop being this kind of petty politics. That's not right. James Debbah has got the influence. He was a star, he's a former star, he's a celebrity, and you people feel that his candidature is a threat to you. That's why you're coming out like this. And you're not going to be able to make it on this event if it goes through the proper
hold on.
process.
Okay, Gabby. Okay, Gabby.
Because they may have his own followers.
Okay, Gabby, let me hold you.
There is absolutely nothing that makes you even be applauded. He organized those guys, he spent money.
No, something serious happened to this thing. It's wrong. Something wrong with this thing. For example, Thomas Fala had done extremely well in District Number 5. He has schools, he got a lot of different things. Now the man is paving a lot of roads in Morovia, and you people are saying that why is it he didn't do it before? He only doing it because the election is around the corner. And you are coming to tell me that Salinsa Debbah is right here holding shovel to prove to all that he's someone that calm man in the community. He been working with the poor in the community, so he will come here to convince her.
What you're saying, the time Debbah is doing it not the time, not because of the election. I'm also asking you your own question. Why is someone going to all the districts to do quick impact projects? Because those are electoral projects.
Those are needed by the people. The people need those things, more especially for road. Yeah? I beg you, man, stop. Because Thomas Fala is already known for development. How long this man have been doing this thing?
Thomas Fala is a criminal. Thomas Fala has never exonerated himself from the $20,000.
Okay, hold on. We have another caller on the line. Let the caller respond to you a little bit. No, I'm not taking you all. You stay on the line, but the man had to respond. The man, all of you guys on the line, let you respond too. Yeah, Mr. Boyman, come and go ahead. Now listen to you. Respond to the two guys. The opposition, deal with them. Let me hear.
I listened to callers with Genoa and then the last caller. When they talk about Barros Dillon living up to his promise. That's not true. Barros Dillon promised the Liberian people that he would not drive more than $20,000. Let that caller that just spoke just now tell me how much the car that Barros Dillon is driving. Then he can convince me that Barros Dillon is living up to his promise.
There you go.
Barros Dillon said that he is building a rehab center. Then he showed me since almost 4 months ago, Barros Dillon made that promise. Where is the food or where are the development and spend done? Barros Dillon said he was giving money to the Montserrado County for people to carry on projects. Then he showed me where are the photos of those projects that Barros Dillon has invested the money in and they have completed those projects. They cannot show nothing much. So they should come here and tell people that, oh, Barros Dillon is living up to this promise. That's not true.
You want me to respond to him? You want me to respond to him?
Another thing.
No, you still talking.
You can be writing down. I was speaking. I was writing down my voice.
You're not hearing him?
It's not too clear. I mean, it's coming faint. It's coming very, very faint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you go closer to your phone? Bring the phone closer to you. I don't know why.
Barros Dillon came into politics. He said when Barros Dillon came to change the dynamics of politics in Liberia. Barros Dillon came into politics or came into power, and that is not.
Oh my God. Hold on. I messed up whole thing here. I messed up my whole stuff here. Oh my God.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull the show. Oh, yeah, sorry.
I'm still hearing you.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. The phone just dropped from me, and the camera went off. But I don't know. Y'all see whether you're still watching me.
Yeah, yeah, I'm on the phone, but I'm listening though.
Y'all still watching me, right? On the
Yeah,
screen.
I'm on the phone. I'm listening.
Okay, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, and Darrell Dillon came into politics. This is not Darrell Dillon first time running for the senatorial seat. So that corner should not deceive the Liberian people that Darrell Dillon just came into politics and he transformed the politics of Liberia. That is not true. Darrell Dillon has participated in the election before the lost massively. So they should not start when they support Darrell Dillon and can't give us all the complications and make up these stories to make Darrell Dillon to look like he's kind of a saint or he's somebody who has seen the dynamics of politics. President George Weah is the only politician who has reached our recent politics in our recent history. He came from a different line of work and entered into politics for the first time and choose the dynamic of Liberian politics. He did the generation up to the world, post-war Liberia, for young people to be accepted in national politics. President Weah did that. And he empowered a lot of young people to run as representatives and senators when the CDC first ran. So for people to come here and say Darrell Dillon changed the dynamics of politics, those are not true. They are just making up stories. Let us go to the past. Let us look at the history of Nigerian politics. Okay? Darrell Dillon, the only thing that made Darrell Dillon to be senator today was the June 7. If the June 7 had not happened, Darrell Dillon would have been senator of Montserrado County. So we should not go around giving people this information and this information. And I can point this color and both he and Mr. Dillon. Come December 8th, Darrell Dillon will be flashing his name and turn the key over to T5.
But hold on, gentlemen. One of the things that I'm seeing right here, the momentum that was behind Darrell Dillon before during the first election, we are not seeing those things.
It has multiplied. It's more than
No. What multiply? No, it's not. It's not.
Let me respond to this. Let me respond to your speaker I just said.
Yeah, come in.
Thank you. This brother is not informed. He's not informed. This is, I believe this is the same brother that said that Darrell Dillon was working in alien administration or something like that. We have got no facts about that. And he called any position that Darrell Dillon said in from any administration. Any position. He said Darrell Dillon entered the politics of Liberia when he contested. In our Liberian setting, you enter the politics when you get in and win. He did not win elections. He was more essential to the politics. When you enter politics, when you contest and you do not win, you go right and sit as a private citizen. You're not in politics. That's not what they call entering politics. Darrell didn't enter the politics 2019 when he's been elected into the people's political house. And you see the changes that have been taking place there. So if you're not informed about these things, if you don't know this, you don't talk about it. All right? We talk about Darrell Dillon project. Darrell Dillon told you that he's going to give whatever he's going to take 5,000 and get whatever percentage back. And this man has been doing it as evidence by several video clips that can be shown. There was Tony Hawk that was built for Muslims somewhere. And then you saw his contributions. Those people contributions with money that he gave when the Corona thing was reaching. He bought rights and all the stuff. The numerous projects are there. Everybody don't even go right. Don't even go to it. That's not true. That's not true. Everybody go right. So don't even talk about right. Everybody was right. I don't think everybody did not buy right. The money we gave, I think the money we've been giving back, people have been using those money for zero price.
Yeah, Gabi. You remember before Darrell Dillon said that politicians, Mr. Conley, I'm coming. Politicians should not accept people who come and or no. Voters should not accept a politician who come to give people rights.
Yeah.
And later on, He went to the same place. He started giving people rights.
He did not go with the right. The right is given when he's already been elected. The project only have been given back when he's already been elected. The man hasn't seen anything come.
No, the man said politicians go and give people rights. So if any politician come with right, they should not accept it.
Listen, we're speaking of the time. When is the right been given?
Yeah.
Let's win the corona time. When elections ended? Did you ever
no, I want you to agree whether it is true that he made those statements.
Yeah, he said it's a disrespect if somebody brings rights to you for your book. And he didn't do it. He never did it. Mr. Don,
can you show me the link, sir, where I can go and see the project that Dallas has done in Montserrado County?
Go on Dylan's page. Go on his page. You see all of the projects, his group, the district, the county council he formed. I'm not saying directly personally. The council he formed and the money that he channeled through that council, you see the project being the one.
Okay, for the benefit of the audience, can you name about 3 of those projects?
He built a toilet house for the Montserrado in one of those cities in Montserrado that he built a toilet house for them. He also built a market somewhere. There's a market there. Those communities I'm not familiar with those communities right now. So you can't hold me responsible to call those communities for you. Go on Facebook. I'm a man. Ask me what I'm talking to you talking on, man.
No, you can't tell your senator. You cannot tell me what you have done. Then how you actually take the truth.
What you I can tell you what he's done. I'm telling you what the man has done. So I can tell you the major proposal bill for government officials less than just 55,000. Then you say, if I'm looking at some of you guys are approaching the politics with, it's the reason why that person not going anywhere. Because you got no concrete facts. You got no reason. You don't even know the intention for which you want to see that. It's what you said. I love you politics.
And you said I love you politics.
You want to get politics? When you say I will get this, I will get that. No. What did you call it?
I think 2011 you contested.
Who did you contest that anyway? The election that brought the majority of the that's not an election. He win it.
Once you contest, sir, let me educate you. Once you contest, you are.
No, you're not. That's not.
You don't have to. Once you contest, you enter for
no. You need to be educated on that. What do you call it? Contest, you enter politics.
Okay, so are you telling me that DJ Cruz is not a politician? How do you call DJ Cruz right now?
DJ Cruz? Oh, look, yeah, DJ Cruz. Look, right now, what power he got to?
You don't have to necessarily win election before you become politician. Once you enter or election, even if you not win, you are a politician.
So you can be a politician right now?
No. Hold on, gentlemen. That argument is very, very poor. That's not argument, Gabriel.
If I come out and say I want to be, would I be a politician?
Yeah, when you step into the election, you are automatically a politician. Listen. They are the former Liberty president, a leader that died. He was not elected, right? But he was a politician.
He was a politician.
Yeah, because he went to election before. So he's not politician? The way you're trying to say? Huh? Yeah, but you're still the politician, whether you win or not. So now you enter that thing. I am not politician. I am not a politician because I haven't gone into election yet. You declare your intention, automatically you have become politician. You are declare your intention in politician. For you and I, we are just discussing politics, but we are not a politician.
Aristotle said, maybe nature we were politicians. So all of us.
Yeah, no, but we're talking about reality. We are not.
Have you given the definition? Once you enter into politics and the election commission certificate you are automatically a politician for that country.
Look, let me tell you what I meant about
Even just by declaring your intention, you become politician now because anything you're going to say will be used against you. And your voice will be. Yeah. Yeah.
So you and this brother. Then he just gave me the quiet to a little bit. What I meant by entering the grand politics. Even though you got people, yes, the election is about contestation of ideas. And you will have pastors, you will have business people coming into the trade. They will contest through the idea, with the ideas. But if they are accepted, then they enter the real politics of the nation. Those representatives to president and those elected officials, they are politicians. Will you consider a cabinet minister a politician? Someone so hard, you feel so hard affiliated, but they're not. But those they are politics. No, cabinet ministers are not politicians, my brother. Oh, don't say no thing. How did you
Me, I want to tell you, anyone who declared their intention to go into a big government position, you politician.
Everybody, we got some political attributes, everybody, whether you declare intention, whether you pastor, whether you child, everybody, according to Aristotle. And that works. That's true. It has some truth in it. So it is not just coming up. The politics is in our strength, it's in our veins. But I'm telling you, to enter the nation straight, the spirit of politics, when you've been elected and given the mantle to set, where you've been granted power to make policies that will affect the greater good of the nation. Then you enter the politics. Then you leave legacy. Who leave legacy by running campaigns? Who leave legacy? You call politics without legacy? Who leave legacy by running campaigns? It's those. What do people go Bronski? They live Bronski by right now. Or yes, go to main attested and legal system by carrying election results of all together the same. The only thing they can reference to is when he said as Senate for February. They will tell you the legacy he left it. That was in the electorate politics. What you want to say? So if I get up and go contest elections, they're in electorate politics. Who tell you I can make any effect? I can effect any change. You got to understand it. You got to understand it. The directives of politics when it comes to this thing. At the end of it, just because I'm contesting, I mean, you're in the politics. You're not in the politics. The politics is really discussed on capital.
How do you consider the late Charles Bronski? How do you consider the late Marcus Martin? How do you consider Wema Samuel? How do you consider Amos Soyo? All of these people who did not win any kind of election, those office. How do you put them here now? How do you even win our direct discussion?
But back to the fact, most of the guys read politics as a profession, make them politician. Yes, I agree.
How do you call them?
Yes, I agree.
How do you call them? How do you call them?
I just told you. But back to the fact, most of the guys read political science, make them politicians. I agree.
Okay, so if you call them politicians, then what?
That's your contribution to the electric politics. As a regards to politics.
I'm thinking about politics in 2005. So we not
I was around politics 2005. It's 2019. He entered politics 2019.
That's not true. You should tell them
when you see that guy is making money
in 2019, then you are saying the fact. If you say that you won an election office in 2005, in 2019, then you are stating the fact. But if you say that you don't enter into politics in 2019, you are misleading
okay. So radio hosts and radio talk show the politicians, they in the elaborate politics.
No, the comparison is different. No, the comparison is not even close to what we're talking about.
Once they declare that intention, when they enter into the race to compete for an election office, they automatically consider them as politicians.
Yeah.
Whether they win
or not. So then you declare your intention.
Okay, you know what, brother? I leave it the way you take that. And let me just say another thing regarding some of our. Let us not drag that discussion, all right? Because you're not really going to move me over. Now, Mr. Roosevelt, in America,
I would not let you because what will mislead the audience here and telling them that
Yeah, Gabi, could you accept that? Could you accept that anyone who register or declare their intention?
That it's more than what you think you discussing or you know over there. So let's not digress from. Let's leave that.
I know, right?
You eat with no. I mean, my brother. The only reason why I want to hold you to that because the statement you made was not factual, and you want to make me think I don't know what I'm talking about, and I know exactly what I'm talking about. If you make the statement that what the brother said that you don't enter into politics, it's factual, but now you don't make a deep decision beginning 2019, then you have passion to. But you have to tell the people that I don't know what I'm talking about. I just told you, you enter the body politics of a nation when you started having a say into policies that affect the greater good of the people. Especially, for example, if you are elected to Congress, when you elected to when you are president, when you've been given the muscle to use it, when you've been given the muscle to say, but in the politics of the nation. When Gabriel Bacchus was advocating at the same time he was a presidential candidate for a political party. So what is a presidential candidate like this? What is a presidential legacy? What is a presidential candidate legacy? What is the legacy of a presidential candidate? Presidential candidate legacy. They have
Guys, we got less than 15 minutes to close the broadcast tonight.
There are some people who enter the race to advocate and they run on their advocacy to become presidential candidates. Some people want to run on business. When do you effectively change in politics? When do you can effectively change in politics anyway? You don't know when you as an individual. Let's take it as an individual. We're not taking it as a class action or group participation like competition and other things. When do you effectively change in politics? You can make changes in politics by either if you announce your intention. Okay? You make changes in politics? No, bro, no, man. That's not that. You declare your intention, and through your intention, then you start to advocate for certain things, and you even lay out your policy, okay, and your framework that you are going to work with. Based on those frameworks, and you continue to advocate for them, you are also effective. Because if you are in opposition, why if the government did not help your advocacy? Why the government refused to accept any one of your advocacy and implement it? So are you saying to me that Costa and you see that Costa, Mr. Yuri, Mr. Comey, and all these opposition leaders are not making any changes in like foreign politics? Is that what you're saying? So what about the guys that they're gonna change? What about it? What is real power they have right now to make any? And you see the troublemaker. And you see the troublemaker. But the people to demonstrate, see the troublemaker, they don't want to demonstrate. So what is the change that makes sense? Georgia became president. What change have they made? No. So are they not expecting any change in our politics? Name the change they made as in regards to taxation. No. As regards to good government law. Answer my question, then you can ask me a question. I don't see them making any change until they really get into the platform where they have the authority to perform. Then you make the change. Okay. So you name the change they're making. For me, I don't see it until they have the muscle to say. I don't see it. You name the changes they are making? Yeah, name them. They are holding the government accountable for policies. Liberia. So what happened? They only government accountable. What happened to all the reports for the 25 million and all the reports that Joe or something? What happened to it? Okay. I'll answer your question. You asked a very good question. What happened? It's because of the fact that they with an accusation against the government that money was made. That is why the government even went to the extra mile to invite our international partners. And I think that
international institution to come to Liberia to do audit on the Liberian government. So that's
what they audited. What they audited.
Oh, you asking what they audited again? No.
Oh yeah. Let's go to the bottom. Because we're talking about change effect. We're talking about change effect. We're talking about the outcome of somebody's action, not just advocating. You say advocating make a difference. I think for you to set the outcome of group of
the outcome is the man you are now supposed to directly know. That's the outcome. You want to deny that? You want to deny that?
I'm gonna win again. Like the fellow said, I didn't give you a figure, but they don't gonna win. But because the Liberian are being educated on a daily basis.
The outcome that they were able to put pressure on the government and they accused the government of stealing money. That is the outcome that brought you to power now that you are advocating for. So that's the outcome, guys. So that's the change.
So you just try to squeeze that in. You try to squeeze that in. You cannot give me
No. I'm giving you facts. I'm giving you facts.
I want to give. So let me tell you, my brother. I understand. Politics as you see it is wrong.
No. My brother. The person you're talking to, I know what I'm talking about. You ask all the questions you ask me, I will answer them. If you get more than them, I ask you my own question, you never answer my question.
What question you have? He asked whether the guys are not into politics, right? He asked me whether a contestant is not into politics. Is that a question? If your question, you asked me whether the late Bacchus Matthews and the late Bronstein, you asked whether they were not into the politics of Liberia, right?
No, I said, how do you consider them? That was my first question to you.
And then what did I say? I said, even though people that soil, women from those guys read political science, they ready the pure aspect of it, political science. They're ready to control the politicians. It's like a mega
but Jenna is still calling by. I don't know, you can't get tired.
All right, man. My brother, what's your name?
Let me just say this thing. My brother, I agree. Maybe you must take engage that debate another time because the rest of us leave me to that brother don't have the conversation. People are saying someone Fala is doing well for everything. If you look at everything someone Fala has got, it's his own personal stuff. You in Wisconsin, I'm in Dallas. I haven't seen a lawmaker that moves to school. You haven't. I don't know whether you've seen the reserve.
Yeah, but that,
as a lawmaker and built your private school and ask your business to contribute to the society when you're supposed to be. So what is the community college that you're serving? If someone has proposed to build some established community college institution in that area, then we will have the discussion. That way he built a school that generates a residual income for he and his family. At the end of the day, when he's not representative or anybody in the politics of Liberia, he goes sit there and manage his business and get his money. Then we got this as something he gave back. No. We should be honest to ourselves. Let's be able to separate politics from individual life. We can do it. It's difficult, but we can do it. All right? If people that are serving in Congress here attempt to do this thing, people will accuse them of all the side, in part of that other thing, asking how to get the money. Someone is spending all the money now. I ask myself, is he the only representative that has been keeping his money, or is he the only free-handed person? What happens to other representatives? So there's a well, hello?
We hear you.
Okay. It signals something, it smells something sinister. Why would this man get all of 72 representatives? Who told you Akara doesn't want to do something for your community? Why Akara didn't best school for himself? Why people that Jeremiah Pune who best serving? Why did they have best school for themselves? Why only someone will build university? Do you know what it costs to build university as an individual? This is the guy that sits on the ways and means committee in the house. And as the strength, those who sit on that committee always score enough money. We saw people like Mara Nukwe when he was sitting on that committee before he became speaker. You saw the kind of property he started owning. So accusations, they could not even clear their name. You have so much for that sitting there now. And this brother just amounting all of the properties he can get. But people are saying that it's development, but it is his personal thing. When he's not into the Liberian politics, he goes sit there, maybe you say, okay, the money, better his life, better his family's life. What is the communist
Okay, so it turns out not all laptops are.
My brother, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is it wrong or is it unlawful for us
You see what this one do again? Check your Facebook. That one.
Okay, gentlemen, I think we have almost come to the closing point of our show here tonight. Yeah.
Property or a private property.
It is not unlawful.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
All right, go ahead.
There is nothing in our laws that saying you can be seated as a president or this one and acquire property. But they got something called morality. And it's sensitive to the terrain you honor. In America here we live, if you run a campaign and people even see you buying something that are exorbitant, you're going to be questioned about it. One of the Kennedy grandson, I think Kennedy grandson, he went and bought a living room something for his place on campaign money. He was made to resign. People see no regretted change to politics. Like we should start looking at that. When we see people with a lot of that's why we say the goals. Then we really part people who try to open up the life and make it transparent. It's not helping our politics.
Before you leave, can I suggest something?
Yes.
I would say this. It is not unlawful for someone to build a university. All we can say as Nigerians, as concerned Nigerians who are concerned about those who cannot afford to go to the private school that is owned by someone, we can say that it's a good idea of creating a building of college or university. But we should also
if nobody talks about you, you are nobody.
So guys, we will be closing now. I want to say thank you to the two of you. Hello, I hope you're listening to me.
It's a policy maker, my brother. Should be held to die again.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, but policy maker. Not just to be policy for himself.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, we had to hold it there now. We close for tonight. I hope the two of you are listening to me. Yeah, we are closing now. I say, thank you. I've been calling you guys to just to at least I just gave you maybe 1 minute each.
All right.
Because we don't want Facebook to shut us down. We are almost close to 4 hours.
Let me go first. Let me just put it to my brother there. My brother, what's the name?
Boyma Kone.
Okay, Boyma, I mean, it's a pleasure conversing with you. I mean, this is what it's all meant for. Let's exchange ideas. Let's come with the conversations instead of the battle. You know, it's a good thing, Mr. Brown. Mr. Don, thank you for the platform. Even though you must have been really talk for a while and you show my friendship when I believe you have been critical on your issues. So let me say thanks to your listeners who've been listening so keenly. I know they may have taken something from our conversation. It may have not all gone well with everybody because I know this is a CDC platform. For me as the mate, it was a good thing being on your show, and thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
What's your name?
Tommy.
Who?
Tommy.
Okay, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy, for the heated debate and discussion. We both have passion for our country, but we express our passion in different ways. And I want to say thanks to everyone who was listening, to our listening audience. This is Boyma Kone. We all have passion for our country, and this is how we should be able to tackle the problem of our country. We should debate the topic. We should debate our discussion, and we should come up with ideas and come up with different recommendations and solutions to our problem. We should not involve or get into violence. Violence should be zero tolerance in our country, and we should continue to encourage our people to go out and vote for the right people. And when our politicians make a promise to us, we should hold them to those promises, and we should hold them accountable. Thank you very much, Ambassador Tanan, for giving me the opportunity to share my ideas with the audience.
All right. I want to say thank you to the both of you and everyone who have been listening tonight. This is our DTV. We want to say a pleasant good night to every one of you who will be here tomorrow morning. Usually we come here in the morning to talk about our country, Liberia. And those of you that actually called tonight, we want to say thank you. And those of you that share the video and also are listening, want to say thank you to every one of you. We will be closing.